Checkity check. I could dance. And we are live for Saturday Night Speedway right here at the HyperX Arena. Make some noise!
All right, we are getting ready for another amazing week of Mario Kart action. We are back right in my Pidgey, Logan. We are going to be getting into another wonderful, fast-paced, some of the best Mario Kart racers you've ever seen in your life. How are you feeling, though, tonight, Logan?
All right, I got to tell you, I am turned up to 11.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because that Spinal Tap told us that's how high it goes. Look, I cannot wait to put that Mario Kart pedal to the metal, get down to the grind, and find out who is the fairest of them all. We have the top players in the entire world here. We've got our top players for the HyperX Arena rankings here in the house, ready to battle it out, going toe-to-toe, head-to-head for all of the marbles that none of the kids play with anymore.
Yeah, no.
All of the chicken nuggets, all of the Code Red Mountain Dew that you can have. Man, you can cut the tension in the air with a knife.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't describe the atmosphere any better here at the HyperX Arena. It's truly the place you want to be this weekend. It's where I've spent my weekends at, and that's what you want to do too. Honestly, I want to be real with you.
He's got a cot in the back. I'm not lying. There's a cot back there.
Sleeping back here.
They literally wake up and go, it's time to make the casting.
It's cheaper energy here than back home, you know? That's all I'm saying. But we do have the first racers for the first qualifier. If we want to call them out, Emery, Sir9, Taco Cat, Bruh Cali FIFA, Eoz, Halen, King Cool, Onyx, and Yuyo. If you heard your name, get to the back of the arena. We'll get you lined up and get you set up on the stage momentarily. But honestly, Logan, after last week, we had your friend here. We had a future Hall of Famer. Honestly, he knew his stuff.
Dude.
And he knew what he was talking about. To bring us through a little bit what happened last week.
Well, I got to tell you, first of all, he almost put me out of a job. Okay,
True,
our bosses said, "Hey, is there any chance that you can call your buddy and get him back in here?" And I said, "Hey, what about me?" I said, "No, man, you're not about to be in the Hall of Fame for anything, let alone an NFL player who can cast Mario Kart and have a passion for it." So look, we saw, once again, some of the best players in the entire world come out here, get under the lights right here at the HyperX Arena, and show their stuff. Now, we did not have the #1 player in the house last week.
No, we did not.
But we do this week. Oliver is so great to put up these in-house arena standings and rankings for us, so we can just go right down the line and tell you who's the biggest and best and who is going to put their medal to the test. And that is what we're going to find out today. Now, we've got Emery in here. She is numero uno on the board right here.
#1.
Now, Batter Cookie might have something to say about that. Bobby Digital might have something to say about that.
Maybe.
I haven't seen Bobby quite yet.
No, not yet, actually. So I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to be able to make it today. Maybe he had work, and that's going to allow Emery keep that #1 spot here at the arena.
Just
and
like
that might be
Ludacris.
it. But honestly, we're going to be figuring out how this tournament works. So if you want to see how this format is going to go down, please direct your attention to the big screen in the middle. You can't miss it. And this is how Saturday Night Speedway works.
What's going on? It's your man Aussie from the HyperX Arena.
And welcome to Speedway. Here's a rundown of how to compete. The tournament is comprised of 3 stages: qualifiers, semifinals, and finals. All racers will race in a qualifier to score as many points as possible. The players are randomly distributed evenly into a qualifier and will race on 4 random maps. To learn which qualifier you are in and when you will be racing, find the infograph displayed on screens around the arena. The top 24-point scorers after all qualifiers will advance to the next stage of the tournament. In the event that there are ties between the advancing racers, there will be a tiebreaker race which will determine who advances to the semifinals. All ties will be broken through a 1-map Grand Prix on Baby Park at 200cc speed. Throughout the night, keep an eye out for the advancing racers graphic to see if your favorite racer is still in the running for Stage 2, the semifinals. There are 2 semifinals with 12 racers each. The top 24 racers from the qualifying stage will race 6 maps, and everyone is allowed to select a map through the Grand Prix. The top 6 players from each semifinal will advance to the Grand Finals. The top racer from each semifinal is allowed to veto 1 map from the Grand Finals Grand Prix. Racers who make it to the Grand Finals will race 8 maps and can select maps throughout the Grand Prix. Everyone who makes it to the finals is a cash prize winner. You should receive an email from our friends at paymentlabs.io about how to claim your prize, which will be available within 30 days after this Speedway. And that's everything you need to know about Speedway.
Coach Austin. Every single week, I need to know the rules because I'm old, I don't have the memory, and I just don't have the IQ. So thank you so much to our good friend for giving me the knowledge that I need. Now, speaking of knowledge, my main man Pidgey's about to drop some of that knowledge on the stage. We've got trivia, baby!
Thank you so much, Logan. Welcome back to some Pidgey's Quick Attack questions. Currently, we have 2 contestants on the line right now because I was telling Marissa that I didn't even know the answer to these questions. So maybe they will know. But first and foremost, guys, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Ricky. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
My name's Jonathan. I'm also from LA. We live together.
Oh, nice, nice. What brings you guys out here?
Vacation. It's summer.
Oh, nice. All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So you got 3 chances, 3 questions. But the first one is, in Super Mario Sunshine, what is the name of the device that Mario uses to clean up graffiti? What is the name of the device that Mario uses to clean up graffiti? Oh, you got hints out there. Someone knew that out there. Yeah, if you hear it out, it is the right answer. He knows it. He's not even as old as this game. He knows it. All right, you get to phone a friend right now. What is it? There you go. Flood was actually the correct answer. Flood, there you go. There you go. All right, 1 of 1, 1 of 1. You had to phone a friend. You know what? That's fine. Next question. True or false, Pokemon Green is the Japanese version of Generation 1. Another competitor got this wrong. But true or false, Pokemon Green is the Japanese version of Generation 1. No, it's actually true. All right. We got one more. One more chance. You can hear the guy who got it wrong last time. Immortal. We're going to have, in the game Earthbound, what is the name of Ness's hometown? In the game Earthbound, what is the name of Ness's hometown?
Pallet Town.
Oh, 1 of 2. You know what? Good job, guys. Thank you for coming up here. Give them a round of applause for trying. I told y'all these were difficult questions, but I'm going to throw it back to you, Logan, on the couch. I'll be there momentarily.
Well, good. I'm keeping your seat warm for you. And you know what? I didn't know the answers to those questions either. I got to be honest with you. I've never played that game, and I'm pretty sure my main man, Pidgey, has never even heard of that game before. You've never played it out of all the... Dude, you sit and talk about games constantly.
Time.
Literally, if I'm like, hey, what else did you do this week? He's like, games.
Game. Yeah, exactly. That's
wanna talk about
my
Elden
late
Ring?
night vibe. That's what I do. But what I haven't played is Earthbound. I was even telling him on the stage, I'm like, trust me, is it possible to pick out different questions? I am begging you. Because you know what? Marissa said she knew the first 2. So you know what? But what's crazy... A kid who's not even as old as the game is for Super Mario Sunshine knew the answer. My God, that one blew my mind. That was great. I love that.
We love a little bit of sunshine, and Mario likes sunshine as well. And you know what? A little bit of sunshine gets dropped when you get free gaming right here at the HyperX. I mean, if it's not enough to be able to come by here on almost any given night, play under the lights some of your favorite games for cash money.
Absolutely, and that's the reason why we're here at Saturday Night Speedway. This is what we're in for, to win a piece of the pie of that $700 prize pool, and we are getting hyped. We're getting excited. This is Speedway.
Vault accelerator.
we are already into the first race of the first qualifier. We talked about her, our #1 racer here today, Emery, on the screen right now with the classic orange Birdo, currently running the pack in first place.
I mean, making it look easy from the very start. Caster's curse! Caster's curse! Blame me!
No!
Emery, I'm so sorry. No Christmas card for me this year. That's it.
What is the best racer here is making it look wrong. That was crazy. Sir9 though, we know him making his own video game actually, which is absolutely amazing. It's super fun.
Now, did you win the $100 last
No,
week? They put out a $100 prize,
Yeah.
and I saw you working at it.
I was trying, and genuinely, it's a very difficult game. I really do applaud him for making something unique and fun and really well done. Right now, we got Theo and Theo9. They're going to be working their way forward. Great moves there. Has the rotating green, runs the off-road. Fortunately, misses the green. Almost backs himself with their own green. Going to be able to avoid that bullet bill. Great awareness there for what's coming up.
Bullet bill, as we have mentioned previously, definitely the best item on the map if you're behind. It does the work for you. And right now we're watching Cali. You know what? Not so much trouble on the highway right now because they are in 6th place, 7th place, 8th place, dropping back, maybe having a little bit of trouble on that highway.
Yeah, and honestly, at the end of the day, it is a little bit more difficult to get those drifts. Even though they're on a lightweight character, they have that bike and that loadout. You really want those roller tires. We talk about it every week. Rolling. Gonna need those roller tires as Sir9 gonna get shocked after the item box. It's absolutely brutal. That just means that third place finish might be in a little bit of danger, but Emery brings it all back, brings it home. Purdue getting hit out by a star, and there's a blue shell that Sir9 fortunately was able to avoid.
Sir9 coming in on number 3rd.
Number 3, and I told you, after the, when that shock happens, but the people behind him had an item box, was not able to take him out from that 3rd place finish.
It could have been a lot worse. At the end of the day, you know what? Thank your lucky stars. See what I did there?
Hey,
and say, hey, I'm lucky to be in 3rd place right now. But qualifier 1, out of the way. What did we see? Well, we saw that the rankings are the rankings for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Emery, one of the best racers, top competitor, especially in the Mario Kart Lounge Discord, an absolute menace on the racetrack. Always love to watch them race because they are someone you want to study, learn what they're doing, what are the routes they're taking, what are the lines they're doing. Those are the things that are going to make you the best racer possible, and we see it time and time again with Emery.
And you know what? You got to give you got to give a round of applause and give some love to the strong female gamers out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's, to come into these communities and insert yourself into the gaming world, it's not the easiest for anyone.
No.
Let alone a strong woman. And then to be numero uno in front of the pack, showing all the boys in the back, hey, I got you. I got you.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
She's like, get good.
You gotta get good. That's the first step of any video game that you're starting. But right now, we are going to High Roll Circuit. A very fun track. Love it. You change the coins to rupees, and everything under the sun is all Legend of Zelda themed. So I think it's a wonderful track to race on.
And my favorite character to play is Link.
There you go.
Love throwing him on that bike with the roller tires.
Roller tires. You gotta do it. It's just. It's on my fault, blame Nintendo. But Sir9's currently on the screen. They're going to be here. They finished in 3rd, so they're starting the next race in 3rd place, battling it out with other Yoshis.
And we see Emery getting caught up on that shortcut, which wasn't necessarily a shortcut, but she's still in 1st place with Sir9 coming in 3rd, holding on to that green shell for dear life and putting it into a position to play a little defensive.
Now we got King Cool on the screen. Gonna be able to grab some mushrooms. Remember, you want to pop those one at a time. But unfortunately did not see the other competitor. Had the triple banana, spins them out. But they're gonna be able to get back up to top speed. Got the mushrooms for their shortcut. Beautiful move. Saw him lined up for it. Now we got Yuyo on the screen. Triple reds. That's going to cause a bruise and some more. Hopefully, they're going to be able to use them. Beautiful. That's the time you want to use them. When you saw the air horn used, they don't have any other item. Those triple reds would have put them right up to 3rd place. But still, holding on to it for the time being. Gets caught on the off-road. Throws one. Will they throw the other? And there they go. Oh, and now we got Taco Cat forcing the final red. The rotating reds not saving Yuyo. And now Taco Cat's going to be here in 5th place.
Taco Cat has what may be one of the useless items right now for them. Because you know what? You can spam all day long with that mushroom and it may not get you to the first place. Speaking of not getting to first place, you got to watch out for those piranhas.
Yeah, they're going to absolutely, if you don't take that turn perfectly, they're going to ruin that shortcut for you. But right now, you're already seeing it on the minimap. That gap is slowly being closed, but will there be a shot that will actually affect a lot more at stake right now? Radu's going to be able to grab a single item, but Bullet Bill going to pass him up on that shortcut.
Yo, the alliteration of Bullet Bill making their way to the front of the pack. You see Radu in 5th place trying to find their way, and there's no one really right in front. They got their work cut out.
Yeah, you can already see it on the minimap. The difference in terms of spacing from first to where Bradude is in 5th. Taco Cat hopping to the side, avoids the Bullet Bill. Emery in 1st, Cern9 in 2nd, Taco Cat in 3rd.
That's a back-to-back victory for Emery.
There you go. You know what? It's as easy as that. I mean, you saw it. I mean, the mini-map, how far ahead some of these competitors were, and the spacing going into that 3rd lap was extremely close. But at the end of the day, if you have those consistent lines, you know the fastest routes, and there are so many little things that you can do when you're in 1st place that will give you that little bit extra space, that little bit extra speed that you normally wouldn't do. And it's just things that come with practice. It's crazy.
And that last map, you need to be holding on to about 2 mushrooms on every lap. And if you got those 2 mushrooms, you're gonna get that shortcut in the beginning, and you're gonna get that shortcut at the end.
Yeah.
And that'll make all the difference. And guess what? You'll be having fun.
Exactly. There you go. I mean, the game gives you the items that you need to succeed, but if you're not able to use them in the way to succeed, you're going to be in a bad spot, and that's the back of the pack.
The game giveth, and the game taketh away.
That should be the slogan for Mario Kart.
I'm pretty sure it's on the back of your t-shirt.
Yeah, and you know what? I got to get it embroidered now, right on the back there. The game giveth and it taketh away.
Oh, it does.
Oh, man. It is brutal. It's one of those things. I always like to say, hey, 70% racing skill, 30% luck. I really do think that at the end of the day. And you're seeing that right now with Emery. 2 first places, not really getting contested by many items, and it really comes down to the skill of driving in 1st place. But right now, we currently are waiting for one other competitor, having a little bit of controller issues, maybe or so. We got the TOs running over, trying to get it all fixed up and going.
That's why we can't have nice things.
No,
okay?
we cannot.
I mean,
you know what?
For Christmas, we try to bring out the nice silverware, the good china, and, it all goes to naught.
It goes to naught. It goes to the naughty list, isn't it? You know what? That's just how it be sometimes. But you know what? Having 12 right now, we got 10 different competitors on stage, trying to get them all connected on the same page. We're playing on land, so it's a little bit more difficult to get everyone suited up and connected.
Well, with all this technology, there's going to be technical issues.
Yes, it happens.
It happens all the time.
Every single competitive experience you will be seeing, there's going to be some technical issues. It's just how it be. And you know what? Blame Nintendo for not releasing a new Mario Kart yet. You know what? That's all I'm saying. But
it's been over a decade.
It has. So it's just one of those things. But we do have our wonderful TOs on stage there.
Yo, look, smile for us.
We're getting the Joy-Cons connected, and honestly, Joy-Cons are very finicky.
They are. It's just
very
at home,
much so.
just in your own abode.
Yeah.
Trying to get one of those controllers hooked up is
a brutal experience.
I have Googled more than I would like to admit. All right, I just want to put it out there. I've used Google to try to get and Google will never get it connected. I still have to do it on my own.
Yeah, you know what?
Why isn't AI doing it for me? I don't understand.
At the end, hey, Google AI, hey, can you connect my Joy-Cons for me? Just type it in.
They can't fix my refrigerator. AI can't do anything. I don't know.
What is it good for? What are we using it for?
Apparently,
Hopefully
it can take our jobs, but I don't know.
Eventually, you know what? Once we start talking enough, we're going to be out of work. But right now, Taco Cat is going to work on RWS Wario Stadium. It is a very front-running, heavy track.
Yeah.
You do not want to get caught in the back of the pack because there's not many shortcuts on this track for you to catch back up on.
Yeah, and if you're not hitting those speed bumps right there, you are not doing your job. Because literally, go straight, go fast, and go first.
Go first. That is the most important part, especially on this track.
On this track.
On this track.
Specifically.
Yeah, because it really does come down to knowing the track, knowing the line.
Yeah, like that right there, right?
Almost slowed himself down. Great awareness there. Beautiful move. but also coming up, this is like the only shortcut on this track. So you got to realize, hey, if I'm not racing too well, if I'm not doing too well, just grab those items that you need and hold on to them. Especially on turns like this, being able to pop the mushroom, you're going faster than the other person would be without mushrooms. So you gotta think about these little things that end up stacking up a lot.
So on a front-running track such as this, what would you say would be the best item for you to hold on to?
Honestly, at the end of the day, those triple shrooms are so useful just because, I mean, we got the Crazy 8 on the screen. Callie gonna be able to use them and dodge shock at the last possible moment. Beautiful move there.
That was a great move.
Absolutely, and extremely lucky. The star ran out right when the shock hit, which allowed them to dodge, and they're gonna work their way up to 4th place.
And we saw a little smirk out of Callie, an acknowledgement that maybe that wasn't all skill and that 30% luck may have come into play.
Oh, absolutely. Turn that up to 35. Oh, man. Got to be able to use that golden mushroom, use the red shell, landing it, working their way up, but unfortunately taking those turns a little bit too wide. But that competitor in 3rd place got greened out, which allows them to take that spot. Brudu using those motion controls, throwing out the fire flower, not going to land. No, not a single one lands onto Emery. They're going to be able to have a mushroom in hand. Oh, bumps the top of the board off the boost panel. That's going to slow him down a ton. Taco Cat right now in 1st place and a lead of the century. Blue Shell on the way, not even gonna matter. And they're going to be able to confirm a 1st place finish.
And they got it done. Just like that with 10 coins, by the way, going faster than their competitors. Remember, grab those coins. Go fast. Don't go slow, go fast.
The coins aren't there just to unlock carts. FYI, all the carts are unlocked, but you want to grab those coins. If someone else in front of you has 10 coins and you have 5, driving in a straight line, you are instantly going slower than that competitor. So guess what? If you want to go your top speed, you got to grab 10 coins. That's the first objective. Those first 2 laps should be keeping consistent and grabbing 10 coins, and you will be good to go. It helps so much more than you realize.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a couple players there running around with 5, 6, 7 coins. Make it your mission to grab those 10 coins because you're faster than everybody else.
Absolutely, and we're going to be seeing who's faster than everyone else in qualifier number 2. If you hear your name, head up to the hype tunnel. Batter Cookie, Sloppy Gunner, Kiro, Mr. Scooty, B Minutes, Dale, Gojo, I'd win, Junior Bubs, Mr. Bubs, and Short Bag.
All right, just a quick look at this. I think we've got 2 families going against each other. We've got Batter Cookie and Mr. Scooty, and we've got
Junior Bubs and Mr. Bubs. That's crazy.
I don't know who they are. I'm assuming they're probably related.
You would hope so.
This is a family affair out here. You gotta love it.
Unless that's just a Deadpool reference to Wolverine calling everyone Bub. But you know what? You know what? Anything's possible.
Hey,
we had someone last night.
Yesterday.
It did. And someone last night actually had a name during Friday Frags, our Fortnite tournament, Bubs. So you know what? Maybe it's a whole family here.
And remember, on Fridays, you guys are giving out a lot more prize money now.
Oh yeah, $1,500 every week for Friday Frags. We've been doing no builds this month. Going to transition over back to builds maybe next month. Don't quote me on that, but no builds been the play. I think we're gonna go over to duos again. I don't know. Check the HyperX calendar, but it's been really a lot of fun to watch all these competitors play for that $1,500. Top 15 gets paid out on Fridays.
I mean, that's just crazy. Can I play in that?
Absolutely. Why not?
Awesome. So you know what? Come on down next Friday and try to beat me in Fortnite builds.
There you go. Yeah, there's no builds actually this month.
Oh, this month?
Yeah, this month.
Even better because I can't build anything.
No, me either. Trust me, I'm good on shooting walls, but this season is just shooting cars nonstop. That is all that is.
I'm not a big fan of this season.
No, it's brutal. And what's even more brutal is that shock.
Yeah,
but Yuyo was able to land before that shock hit, so that was actually really clutch gaming. Unfortunately, you always want to grab that double item box. Just grabbing 2 more chances at some more items. Callie FIFA, though, being able to pop that golden mushroom, getting around these corners, and boom, there you go, up to 4th place, but still got a long ways to go to get up to 1st and 2nd. And gets hit by a red shell. You see the double reds right in front of him, throwing the fire flower out, landed onto the Yoshi twice. That black Yoshi is not having a good day.
Not at all. You're not going to get any high fives from that Yoshi right there. But a little willy-nilly on that. Just kind of threw all those fireballs with their fingers crossed going, I hope it hits somewhere.
Yeah, honestly, you can line these items up more times than not, being able to just say, hey, learn some geometry, you're aiming it at an angle, and you can predict when someone's about to drift around a corner. So that's the thing. You got to realize, hey, when is the best time to use these items? And unfortunately, Brudu's going to lose the chance of using those triple shrooms, they're going to be able to grab that double item box. But Emery right back at it on the final race of qualifier number 1. She's going to be able to bring it home. 3 out of 4, Sir 9 in second, Taco Cat in third.
Taco Cat with a huge smile, a lot of elation on their face over there, coming in third place. Look, it's the qualifiers. Just finish in the top 3.
Absolutely.
Right?
And even then, top 3, it doesn't even matter. Last week, we had even more competitors than this time, and the cutoff was around 26 points. So if you are up there at 25, 26, that's basically a pretty secure spot for semifinals. But honestly, still, stick around if you didn't do too well.
Yeah.
You don't know how players are going to play. Get your money's worth, stick around, buy some food, get some drinks, and just have a great time because you don't know if you're going to make it. We've had times where scores were super low one week, super high the next. So guess what? Just stick around, but we have the highlights for qualifier number 1.
Ooh, highlights. I like those.
I love them too. You know what? You get the caster curse of the century.
I did that, didn't I? That was my fault.
You did. Making it look easy, Emery. But King Cool going to be here in third, bumping the Piranha Champa and going to go down to 4th place. And then Yuyo, unfortunately, saw the bomb getting thrown forward, but thought they were in the clear. Unfortunately, did not clear that. And then Kali Fitha going to be able to dodge shock at the very last second of that star. Great work overall for these competitors.
I feel like Cali FIFA has to change their name to Cali FC now.
There you go.
I just want to put it out there. I mean, it's not FIFA anymore.
We're not playing soccer today, guys.
Not
what's
today.
going on? When is the next FIFA Esports tournament? Let's go. Come on. But we do have scores of this qualifier. If you want to break us through, Logan, what happened?
All right, Emery looking like numero uno.
Hey.
55 points. Taco Cat coming in at second with 47. Sir 9, 46. Only a 1-point difference there. Bradude at 4th place with 33. King Cool with 30. 6th place going to Cali FIFA at 26. Onyx, I'm going to call it Onyx.
There you go.
Is 24. And Yuyo is 19 points. And 8th place, number 9, is Uizo.
EOS. I said EOS, but
EOS?
EO or EOZO9. It was spaced in the race.
EOZO.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. 11th. Onyx. Yeah, I would love
Onyx.
to say it right.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you to production, and thank you to Marissa Onyx. And Halen coming in at 10th place. Right
There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Being able to round it out. Remember, stick around. We still have 3 more qualifiers to go, which might sound like a long time, but it will fly by if you get some game time, grab some food, and enjoy yourself. Once-in-a-lifetime experience here at the HyperX Arena. But truly, you may still have a chance to make it in the semifinals. So don't just leave just yet.
No, we've got the F1 sim
True.
racers for free back there. Go make friends with my friend Mike. He would love to teach you how to play F1 sim racing right now.
No, it's a really great thing that you can do. Oh, never mind. Logan lied to you guys. We got no F1 today. We don't got anyone to help you set it up. Never mind. Bad, Logan. Bad. Unfortunate. Usually $60 for a half hour. I mean, and it's free on Saturday night Speedway nights. Unfortunate because they are extremely a lot of fun.
They're extremely a lot of fun and extremely a lot of work to put together. And
yes.
I'm assuming somebody called out.
Yes, absolutely. And it happens. It happens. You know how it be. But fortunately enough for all of you, we didn't call out today so that we can bring you the hype, the excitement, and all the jazz that brings us together for that Mario Kart spiciness. But I'm curious to see how these competitors are going to do. Curious to see what they're picking. But if you don't know already, the Teddy Buddy Roller and Cloud Glider gonna bring you together for the best, and Yoshi, you know, like character very important. Yoshi is the most meta character in Mario Kart right now, if you didn't know. So Yoshi, Teddy Buddy, Roller, you'll be good to go. Pick whatever glider you want. It really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
but
gliders are not gonna make or break your day.
A little bit. All right,
so give me your best glider, then.
I like using the Cloud Glider just because they're smiling back at me when I'm miserable smiling at them. Because guess what? When you're getting Mario Karted, you need someone smiling back at you.
You've decided to err on the side of positivity.
There you go. There you go. That's what I always positive mental up there on the arena floor. Especially with Mario Kart, you got to do it. You got to be able to lock in and be positive.
Well, you know what? This game will make you want to throw your guys. Before we even started, contestants were throwing their controllers around back there.
Yeah, you saw them.
It gets crazy.
It does. It does. I mean, we've had a few moments like that, especially missing the resident Air Boom out here, who used to be the person, the showman of it all. He now goes into wrestling. You know, it's kind of one-to-one situation there. You know what? Throwing the controller, and now you're throwing people down, you know?
Hey, tuck your chin, okay? I used to be a wrestling manager in ECW back in the day, and the one thing I can tell you is, yes, it hurts.
It does. You know what? I was never, like, I never understood wrestling, and then I saw wrestling in person, and I'm like, oh, wow. That didn't look like that was comfortable at all.
No, it definitely, it's not like landing on a warm, soft bed, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that is hard bouncing, not comfortableness of a stage. That's all I'm saying.
Here, let me pick you up and drop you down real quick. You let me know how it feels.
We'll see. But their stage is bouncy. This is you know, you can't, you know, that's how it is. Going into
little bouncy.
That's will be my back bouncing off the concrete floor here. But we got the second qualifier, and guess where we're going? Bow Lake, which is very, very fun, very quick map. It got a really nice shortcut in the middle of the track, but other than that, you got to just race and go fast because it's going to be over in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, and it's really important to hit that shortcut.
If
you don't hit that shortcut, you're not going to finish first.
No, and you can actually do it without an item. You can do it no item shortcut. That middle section, which I'll point out momentarily, but we do have 8 minutes on, or 3 minutes on the screen. Going to be getting bumped out, fortunately, because there was triple greens that passed them right up, which was very, very fortunate in that situation. Got the triple greens, but no, lines themselves up right behind them, and they backed them. Using that back camera, so insanely useful. Right here is where the shortcut is. Beautiful move. There you go.
Right there. Hit it. Don't quit it. Hit it.
And now Gojo not a win on the screen. Gonna pop the ghost, but unfortunately bumps the wall. Going to be laughing it off, saying, yeah, I expected that. That is not an easy cart to handle. That is all I'm saying. Got the heavy character with the heaviest cart. You're not having a good time. Switch up that cart loadout. You'll be good to go. Junior Bubs, though, gonna think that was a shortcut, but no, that's a shortcut to a green shell to the back of the head.
Yeah, no, that was a shortcut to death. That's what that was.
Yeah, and you'll be seeing his boo floating up momentarily. You know what? But we got Junior Bubs going to be able to use that star, not getting hit by that red shell, and now short bag going to be able to be here in second place. Got the golden mushroom. Like I said, it doesn't do nothing. Like you're not catching up, and runs right into it. But then into the water, double whammy.
Nanners into the water. That's just no good twice in a row.
Oh, Kiro gonna bump the wall, and now he's gonna have to go the wide route. They really should actually add that sound effect anytime something bad happens.
You know what? I need a button.
Insult
so
to
I
injury.
can play that. Oh boy!
Batter Cookie bringing it back. No rust to be found. Sloppy Gunner in second and Kiro in third.
Wow. Yo, Batter Cookie making it look easy there at the end, just riding the wall. I think that was a 50-50 grind he threw down towards the end. I did not see a kickflip. But I'm just saying, that is first place right there. Tony
That's
Hawk
what I'm saying.
I
I feel like they should add like hoverboards to the next Mario Kart. That's being able to do some
Every year
kickflip.
at CES. No. You just hit a nerve. Every year at CES, I want to see hoverboards. Every year.
We already had hoverboards. Where were you in 2019?
That's not a real thing.
It was.
That's only at one park in Spain. You can only. It's only at one park. That's not a thing. Just because YouTube says it is, kids. Not a thing.
No, you know what? Everyone had a hoverboard back in 2019. They used it for one day. It's already existed. It's already done. You know what? Back to the Future predicted it, and we were flown. We were flown.
It's a sad day. My DeLorean doesn't bring me back to the future, and I have no hoverboards to speak of. I'm just saying it's annoying.
Do you really trust someone to be on a floating skateboard? You can't even trust them to be on a normal skateboard.
Oh, no, not at all. That's going to cause tons of havoc. There's going to be chaos everywhere. Jeff Goldblum's character from Jurassic Park loves the hoverboard because it fits into chaos theory very perfect.
There you go. There you go. But going into the second race of this qualifier, we are going to, my favorite, my one and only, the superior DK Mountain, not the Summit.
Not Summit.
Not the Summit.
Not my
Unfortunate
namesake.
for Logan Summit, but DK Mountain, very, very fun track. Very technical because it's man, there's a lot of shortcuts that you can find out and you got to do if you're going to be able to get first place. But we are starting it all off onto Gojo. Going to be back in the back of the pack. We saw him struggling, but switched out the loadout. Great work there. Just put on some roller tires. You'll be good to go.
Yeah,
good
you gotta get the roller tires.
You gotta do it.
Not listening to us
But
right here.
they're still fine because with the lightweight character, it kind of because the roller towers makes it easier for you to get mini turbos. So if you're able to have the light character, it doesn't matter that much. But unfortunately, gonna miss the drift right there, hit the wall. But Junior Bubs gonna bring us in.
Hey, you know what? Junior Bubs holding on to those shrooms. Where's the best place to be effective here? We've got a lot
On
of
these turns, in my opinion.
These turns, right?
Yeah, because when you actually drift, you slow down.
Yeah.
So being able to pop the mushroom on the turn and not bump the wall and off the track.
Junior!
That's the best spot to do it, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to get around those turns a little bit faster, in my opinion. Even doing it in these off-road sections on the right here, going to be able to bring you forward into more of the pack. But really, you're going to realize how much slower you go on these turns. Then pop the mushroom, bang, you're going to be able to catch up a little bit by little bit. Everything is about every single second. But Kiro going to get hit by that shock, doesn't have anything to avoid it with.
Gets 3 coins.
Boom, boom, boom.
Actually. Ooh, one more.
No, it gets taken away, but 9 coins still pretty good. I mean, if the person in front of them got 5 points, they're going to be getting passed up. But like I talked about before, beautiful no-item shortcut usage there off the mountain and into, whoa, almost was double greens, but going to be able to hold on to these mushrooms as they are trying to catch up to Batter Cookie. No!
Oh, they just...
The consistency goes bye-bye.
They just clipped it on the side, and a great use of bullet bill right there from Mr. Scooty.
And now Mr. Scooty going to be able to work their way up. Both competitors get taken out. The person he hit with the bullet bill threw the red shell forward, brings them into 3rd place.
And 3rd place looking good, holding on to that shroom, using it right there, and we're going mountaintop, baby. High and dry, and coming down hard.
There we go. You know what? This mount is not an unbumpy ride, so you got to be able to hold on for dear life. Sloppy Gunner takes the double cut, a little bit slow there though.
A little sloppy on that.
A little bit, but you know what? It happens. It's a tough shortcut to take. Blue Shell on the way. They're going to be here in 2nd place, and that Blue Shell taking a minute to get to, and Batter Cookie doesn't have a thing to worry about. Slows down, pops the horn, got the coin in hand, doing a little shimmy, a little showbone, and a little hops to the finish line.
Do a little dance, get a little win. Mario Kart tonight. Mario Kart tonight.
All right, there you go. There you go. Kiro, though, going to be there in 3rd place. Unfortunately, getting passed up by Sloppy Gunner, but still top 3. If you get on the podium in Mario Kart, you got to be happy with that.
You know what? Anytime the Olympics are going on right now.
There you go.
Bronze is good. I'll take bronze. I mean,
Absolutely.
silver's great. Gold is even better, but you'll take a bronze every single time. Anytime they raise your hand and you're on the podium, take a bow and thank your laurels. And you know what? Make sure you thank your parents, because that's how you got here.
There you go. That's it. At the end of the day, always got to be grateful for the ones who brought you here. But honestly, we're going to be seeing who's going to be able to take down these Goliaths, because Batter Cookie right now didn't have someone around him for at least 5 seconds. So he had a 5-second lead, probably more than that, between himself and 2nd place.
I counted at least 7 seconds.
At least 7 seconds, which is crazy. And that just goes down to practicing the game, learning the game, coming here consistently.
Knowing the maps.
Exactly. Knowing the maps and when to do certain, like you saw with Kiro, doing that shortcut off the mount. If you've never seen this game before, you'd be like, why is that not out of bounds? No, that's part of the track, and it's super fast if you're able to land it.
And you know what? Going fast is always better in this game.
It is. It's a racing game.
Let's go fast. Well, that last map, though, we saw a lot of really good racing in it.
Absolutely.
And if you've never seen that map before, you will just lose by virtue of never playing that map.
Yeah, you will.
It's just that simple.
It is. It is that simple. As we do go to London Loop.
Oh, I love this.
It's very beautiful. Very, very, very gorgeous track.
I spent time in London, so I absolutely love this.
And tour tracks are a little bit easier than what we just saw with DK Mountain, which is a little bit more of a technical track, especially with that no-item shortcut in the middle and the end. This one, you got very obvious shortcut paths, but Gojo, unfortunately, going to get burnt out. And honestly, they're going to be able to now get some more power items, which at the end of the day helps you get back into the race. But don't look at the mini-map. Look at what's in front of you, because the arrows will guide you. Some of these tour tracks make no sense if you're trying to figure out where to go on that mini-map.
No, if you're looking at the mini-map, you're already behind. The mini-map is not going to help you here. Right now, got rid of that green shell. Should have held
Oh,
on
he
to
landed it though.
it. It landed it, but could have used it as a defensive stop on that last red shell, though.
Absolutely. That's where using the back camera comes in clutch, where you want to check what's behind you before you throw your defense forward. But beautiful drifts there, being able to grab that double item box.
Yeah, got to get the double item box, and now they've got more shoots than you can shake a stick at right now.
And Gojo, unfortunately, still going to get hit, just having some really bad luck at the end of the day.
Nothing is working out for Gojo right now. I'm sorry, buddy.
And now Junior Bucks trying to get themselves promoted, but unfortunately, they're going to get shrunk down, and they're going to be here in second place. Someone dodged in the star, and they're going to hit them. You can see the look of sadness on their face. They're going to be able to hit someone with that red shell. Almost pops the horn. I saw it in their eyes.
I saw it. You saw it too? I thought they were gonna pop it as they came around the corner.
Oh man, now we got. Oh, I would have just used the air horn, grab the double item box, try and get some new items. Now Mr. Bucks right beside him, gonna be able to go wide into a back screen shell. Double grab, Junior and Mister getting backed by Greens.
No, so sad, so sad. These are your tears to salt your fiery Cheetos.
Ooh, and then short back almost backing them through the green shell forward, almost bounces into themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. But they're going to be able to still hold on. 7th place, still a good spot right now, and they're going to be able to grab a double item box. Oh, into their own green. We warned you.
Short back with a look on their face that says, yeah, I know it.
I know.
Yeah, I get it.
I understand what happened. Kiro getting frustrated and bumping the wall.
No!
So does the Birdo. They both went the same route. They're dropping all the way down to 10th place. The frustration is here. You can feel it. You can see it.
It is palpable right now.
And now Kiro going to be able to pop some mushrooms, get across this
is
giant Goliath of a shortcut. As Battlecookie still here in first place. Going back to the classic Boo loadout. Goes back, sees the blue shell on the map, does a little after you. As now we got Sloppy Gunner throwing some Fireflower forward. And lands the final one into the bomb. No, avoids the back. Sloppy Gunner grabs second. B-Minutes in first.
Yo, B-Minutes is saying, what were you guys talking about at the beginning? Because I'm all over this map.
Honestly, man. I talked about it. There he is on the screen.
So fresh and so clean with that first place.
Truly looking wonderful. The beard looking luscious. Doing great stuff. It's the beard powers. There you go.
You're just jealous because you can't grow one.
I can grow one, but not as good as that. You will see bald spots everywhere. As we do have racers on deck, qualifier number 3, if you hear your name, hey, get up to the back of the arena to get lined up. We got Ariel Postel, Zavgo, 13, Blorence, Danger, Jackie Wars, Ghetto, hey, another Jujutsu Kaisen reference, hey, Gojo and Ghetto together, there we go. Jay Fev, 1211, Metal Warriors, Zen Masters, 619, and Zuki. If you heard your name, get to the back of the arena. We'll be waiting on you to get you lined up and into the next qualifier. But you know what? Got to shout out one of my favorite shows, currently caught up on that manga. So if you guys want to talk about someone with it, I'm the person to talk to. But we got the next race coming up. My goodness, I'm excited.
Dude, I thought you were talking about Elden Ring for a second.
No.
I haven't seen you get that excited in a while.
Electrodrome, we see it every week, every single time. Fun track, beautiful
It's a great track.
but
Love to see it.
man, we don't love to see it every single week. Please, randomizer, give us one of the 96 tracks that are in this game.
Yeah, I don't think it's all that random.
Yeah, once you start doing this after a while, you start to think, hey, you know what? These percentages are off. There is not a chance we get this track like 5 weeks in a row, right?
We've seen it every week. I've been here.
That's what I'm saying. You're starting to think that the percentages on some tracks, they're like, yeah, I think the racers would like this one more. That's truly 2% rather than whatever percentage should be.
It could be my fault. I mean, I'll put it out there. It might be my fault.
You know what? We'll put the blame on you. That's fine.
Fair enough.
That's fine with me. B-Minutes, though, trying to make their name known once again, bumping the competition out. Going to be able to have those double item boxes, grab the mushroom now. Like, especially being able to hold on to these for the time being in 6, you're more likely than not to get triple items, like triple green.
Oh, no, we saw it right into the banana. That slippery slide banana.
You know what?
Out of nowheresville.
You still got the triple shrooms to go through that ending shortcut that Kiro just passed. Is extremely strong. It's where you want to be. It's what you want to take. Now we got Jiro here in 3rd place. Shock, dodge, short back hike, avoids the blue, into 1st place in. Oh no, didn't get any defense, so they gotta go for that double item box. Currently though, still has a pretty big lead. It's only 2nd lap, but man, they are looking good for this race.
they are looking good, and they're able to use those roller tires to their benefit, but missed that double box again.
And majority of the time, it's like a 90-something% rate for you to grab a coin in first place. If you get a defense, it's very, very rare to only get that within a single item box. And Mr. Bubs saw the banana, you saw it on their face.
Drove right into it.
And you saw their eyes go like, oh no, I can't stop this. Sloppy Gunner, though, gonna be here. Double hit on the blue shell. Pops the mushroom through the shortcut, avoids the fire flower that he threw. And now, going into this third lap, Sloppy Gunner has fire thrown at him.
It falls into fourth place, though. And just gets that red shell, fifth place, falling back. You needs to use that red shell to their advantage. I would hold on to it for a second, because right now, you've got too many people with defensive positions in front of you. Look at those three bananas staring at you.
Absolutely. I mean, you really got to plan out when you want to use these items. Great throw there, but guess what? Cannot avoid the bouncing green. They've been taking out every single competitor under the sun. Batter Cookie sees the person that goes, throws the green shell forward, gets the double taken away from him, but was able to avoid that bullet bill. Got the opportunity, has the chance. Final race, final moment. Pops the mushroom. Kiro has first by a mile.
By a mile, and Batter Cookie popping that shroom at the collective best time right there at the end.
Boom.
To get that shortcut and get into a podium position.
There you go. There you go. I mean, honestly, really great work from this qualifier. They all raced magnificently, and they all played extremely well. Loved what we saw. Loved what we were able to experience, especially with a lot of names that we've never seen before coming out. You know what? On vacation, decided to play some Mario Kart and decided to place well.
Isn't it great? Every single week we see more and more names that we don't recognize coming in here to Speedway right at the HyperX Arena inside the beautiful Luxor to get their Mario Kart on. And we've seen them now make their way into the rankings.
Yeah.
All undershirt. First time, and now they're up on the big board.
We even have the regulars coming in. Well, who is this guy? And it's like, you didn't see him? But what we are going to see is these highlights from qualifier number 2. Let's see what went wrong. Junior Bubs, unfortunately, thought it was a shortcut, but it was only a shortcut to a green shell to the back of the head. Short bag going to run right into that banana and then into the Boo Lake. That's a spooky time. And now we got Junior Bubs once again, unfortunately not being able to drift around that corner. And then guess what? That mountain is a steep cliff. B Minutes, who was able to bring it all home on London Loop, got hit there off the bouncing green shell, but man, or that red shell. And now that's just brutal stuff to be seen.
So much violence. I want to see the violence inherent in the system.
So much anger.
Yo, Mario Kart shouldn't make you angry. It should make you laugh and have. Look, I'm loving some of the competitors' smiles when they get hit real hard, and they just give that big smile like couldn't do anything about it.
Couldn't do anything about it. We'll see what did they do about it though with these scores on the standings right now. We got Batter Cookie in first place with 50 points. Kiro in second with 45 points. Sloppy Gunner right behind him, 5 points behind in third with 40. B Minutes in fourth with 38 points. They're going to be able to make it into semifinals quite easily there. Great to see them being able to bring it all home. Mr. Scooty there in fifth place with 32. Mr. Bubs with 30. Right there, that's a really good score as well for semifinals. Short Bag in 7th with 23 points. Junior Bubs there in 8th with 17, getting shown why Mr. Bubs is Mr. And then we got Gojo in 9th with 7, and Dale in 10th. Did not show up, unfortunately.
Mr. Gribble didn't come this week. That's sad.
Unfortunate.
Mr. Gribble was here last week. Well, Dale, we're waiting for you.
Oh, man. Dale. The Walking Dead goat. Just kidding. But really, really great stuff from these competitors, getting everyone set up for qualifier number 3. Looking forward to it. Really great racing so far. I mean, great to see Mr. Bubs being able to probably make it into semifinals. And then, guess what? B Minutes being able to grab that first place. It's as easy as that, truly. Being consistent, grab like top 6 every race, and you'll be good to go. Grab a first place, you'll be super good to go. It's one of those things where you got to just say, hey, as long as I'm finishing top 6, top 7, that's going to give you a lot of points to make it into semifinals. We'll see what happens.
And we've seen time and time again, just making a top 3 finish somewhere along the way, just one of them will drastically change A, how much fun you're having, and B, what place you are in this competition. So you know what? You don't have to be first. And yeah, I didn't say that. Don't quote me on that, okay? Ricky Bobby will have an issue with me. But, seriously, just concentrate on finishing within the top 3. We're waving at you. I see you over there.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's Cheese, the GOAT, the one, the only, bringing it all back. Honestly, great to see you, Cheese. An absolute legend on this racetrack. He actually does do performances with the Golden Knights as well. It's absolutely wonderful personal. Truly, truly great to see them back, at least this week. They were just traveling in, and we're going to be able to see them compete again, which is so much fun.
That's awesome. You know, seeing everybody go away and have their IRL lives and then come back here to the community, come back home to Saturday Night Speedway at the HyperX and come back home to your friends. And you know what? I'm sure some of these people have been here for so many years, they would consider some of these folks family.
Absolutely. I mean, I know I do most definitely, and Jackie Wars definitely already doing circles around the competition with the Mario Kart Live setup. And honestly, I really wish they did more with the Mario Kart Live. I think it's really cute. I think it was a good idea, but they just didn't utilize it as much as they should.
Well, they didn't market it well. I've actually used this. We had this set up at SEMA Fest last year.
Really?
And I got to see it, and these cars all have cameras on them.
Yeah.
So you can watch. What you have to do is you got to build a track.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think next week we should build a track.
That would be really cool. We actually used to do that when the there he is. There he is. He's saying hello. Oh God, he's getting close to the edge. I'm scared.
No, don't do it. Don't go to the edge.
You know what's really cool is actually Jackie Wars customly designed that to look like Yoshi, got the egg and everything on it. It's very cool in my opinion, being able, like, he does design them differently, and he actually did. They had racetracks over there where you see in that little alcove. They used to actually set it up every week and have time trials and stuff. It was really fun, and it just didn't take off. People just didn't like the Mario Kart Tour, but I think they should have. You know what, we should have shouted it out more, but I really thought it was a really great idea being able to bring the Mario Kart Live setup to the arena and being able to see how it works, because it is cool technology. It's awesome. But we do have On the Bubble bringing us home. This is your current top 20, top 18 right now. So we got 2 more qualifiers to go. So top 18, this is where it's at right now. This is not saying you're in semifinals, but this is where you're at right now.
This is the bubble. You could be on the bubble, in the bubble, around the bubble.
There you go.
I mean, it's just a bubble.
Venn diagram bubble, you don't know. It's anything.
Your bubble could burst if you don't. I'm just saying here.
But yeah, no, this is what top 18 is looking like right now. We still got 2 more semifinals to go.
And look at 1 and 2, by the way. I just want to point that out right
now.
All right,
1 and 2. And you know what? I don't think we got any Bobby in the house this week. So
no Bobby.
No Bobby. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how that's going to also affect his arena ranking.
Well, you know what? If you miss 1 week, you miss a lot.
You do. A lot of points for that arena ranking.
Somebody clip that. That's a promo.
That's a promo. There you go. There you go. Put it out. Send it. Send it. But we are going into the 3rd qualifier of the night. I love to see it. Love to run right into it. Where are we going? It is spinning. It is rotating. It is going.
Excite bike.
Oh, Mario Circuit, the RFC Retro Edition.
Take it.
You know what? GBA Retro Edition, it's a fun track. It's a bagging track, which we're going to introduce.
It is.
You can go back and grab really powerful items and go through the off-road, which is what you want to do on this track. Try and dodge shock and just have these powerful items for the shortcuts at first and get up to 10 coins, then go.
And if you're like me, a neophyte to all of this, and you've never seen anybody backing or bagging, it throws you off. Because immediately you want to go forward, but you're like, hold on a second, counterintuitively, I'm going to go backwards?
Yeah. And sometimes it's actually even better. Like if you get hit out here in 5th, being able to slow down and grab those power items will make it easier for you to catch up in the middle of the pack. Like you got hit out here, you know what, going all the way back to the back of the pack, you will catch up extremely fast with those power items because there's so much off-road on this track that you're actually going slower by going on the track. It's absolutely a weird
I'm sorry,
situation.
what did you say?
You're going slower by going on the track.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I call shenanigans.
Shenanigans for shortcuts. That's all I'm saying.
There's a literatory aspect to it, and I like that.
Jay Bevel, though, going to be able to drag out the competition. Got that red shell, using it for that defense, but turning into offense real fast. Going to be able to get bumped inside. Jaguars here, we talked about it, with their very interesting loadout indeed.
I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, really?
Yeah, and then you'll see it. It's struggling. He's struggling. Got to have to pop that air horn going into this third lap. You know what? With a very long setup, long cart like that, you are.
That cart is drifting while it's going straight. Let's just be perfectly honest, okay?
It is what it's a torpedo basically. That is what that is. But right now, using that blue shell for defense, using the banana for defense, blue shell on the way. Aeropost's gonna be here in second place. Throws the red shell forward, messes up.
Yeah, that was not
the play. Gonna be what could have taken out Zavgo, who got first place there, but unfortunately used that red a little bit too soon. Jaguars in third.
Now I saw Zavgo, the second that they entered the arena, they sat down at a table, they fired up the switch, they sat down there, hooked up, and they have been playing by themselves back there, getting ready, being prepared, right? Like I always say, Jennifer Lopez says the prettiest she feels on stage is when she's her most prepared.
There you go.
And you know what? I feel like they were prepared to get that first place.
Absolutely. I mean, I talk about it week after week. Zavgo luck has been a thing for years now. I mean, there's been situations where you just think, why did that happen? Especially to Zavgo in particular. And it's really great to see that they're able to be practicing, getting their mentals ready and getting it going, especially starting us off onto Shy Guy Falls for the second race.
Shy Guy Falls. How do you feel about Shy Guy Falls?
I think it's really fun. I think it's an underrated track. It's definitely a lot
of it get love.
No, it does
sure.
not. Competitive players do not enjoy it at all. But you know, I think it's a really fun track. I think it's very underrated, especially that no item shortcut at the end. You don't even need an item to take that shortcut at the very end of the track, which is really cool. And I always love these tracks where you can learn something really in depth, and it gives you such a huge advantage if you're able to utilize it lap after lap.
Metal Warrior is acting like a ping pong ball. Good thing that you've got some sides to bounce off. They'd be off this map.
Yeah, that would have been a really unfortunate situation. What's even more unfortunate is not being able to see the banana and didn't have enough speed to land on the bridge. Metal Warrior going to go down to 11th, and now we got Zuki going to be on those triple greens. Beautiful move there, but no. Oh my God, no. Took a turn a little bit too wide into the off-road. That's not the no item shortcut I was talking about.
As Bugs Bunny used to say, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, and that was definitely a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, honestly, that's going to be the next DLC map introduced. Wrong road to Albuquerque. But Zuki going to still be consistent, trying to work their way up. They're going to be able to work their way up to 8th, though, with that competitor getting back in front of them.
And you know what? They still owe me money for DK Summit, so I'm just saying, my residual, check is in the mail. Is that where it is?
There you go. Yeah, it got lost. You know how the mail system is. It's very unreliable. Jay Fethel is going to be here in 5th place, though. Let's see if they're going to have a reliable pull with these item boxes. We're currently seeing this would be Zavgo, I would believe, in 1st place.
Yes.
Going to be able to have a point in hand, but bumps the wall, which is really unfortunate. Going to slow down, though. Try to do the FU, but I do not think they did it in time. No. Zavgo gets hit by that blue shell. It tracks so much sooner, and they've tried so many times to do it, and I'm so shocked that they haven't learned their lesson just yet.
And we got a double bullet bill going on right now.
The bullet bill race of the century, and guess what? Metal Warrior is going to be able to come out on top and take out 2 competitors with 1 bullet bill, and they're going to be able to be in a star. Should have gone for that double item box, though, but 13's in 2nd place with an air horn, but no one to be found around him.
And they were able to make it up top. We haven't seen as many competitors make it up top of this map as I'm sure they would like to be up there, because up top is always sitting pretty.
And Aerial Apostle going to be able to grab a 1st place finish there with 13 in 2nd, and Florence in third as we got this wonderful, beautiful audience right now
Give
at the
yourself a round
HyperX
of
Arena.
applause, HyperX Arena.
Yeah! Watching the
Yeah.
best Mario Kart action here in Las Vegas. Some of the most talented competitors you can, I mean, honestly, this place is just amazing too. So much history. Literally every content creator under the sun has been here, run a tournament, done something in this arena.
I moved out here from Connecticut, from ESPN country.
Wow.
Partly because of the HyperX Arena being here in Las Vegas. There is nothing else like this venue in the entire country. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. In the entire world. So if you are in Viva Las Vegas, you owe it to yourself to get to the gaming mecca right here at the HyperX Arena inside the beautiful Luxor.
I mean, it truly is so fun because I remember my first time coming here, right, and being just blown away, astounded by everything that's here, the screens, the lights, the production. It just blew you away every single time. Every person I talk to who's never been here, especially in the Mario Kart scene, who watch it online and they're like, they get here and they're like, wow, it's so different than just watching it online and seeing it, and they're like, wow, this is the real deal. This is the real thing. And it's just the production quality alone makes it a worthwhile experience just to race a Mario Kart here.
Well, we were talking about just having meetings in the place and showing this place off. People don't understand how ultimately incredible this venue
powerhouse.
is. It is a powerhouse of esports. And if you like esports, or you like regular sports, or you just like gaming in general, get out here and get involved.
Yeah, I mean, talking about regular sports in general, they have Super Bowl parties all the time. They hosted the Golden Knights. You can get a table, you can get food, drinks, and otherwise. It's so absolutely amazing to have so many events ran here. I mean, we used to have the League of Legends All-Stars event ran here. I mean, Riot Games love this venue so much. They brought it 2 years in a row. I hope they bring it back eventually, but man, it's just truly a one-of-a-kind experience and venue to go to. We're currently seeing Zavgo having a one-in-a-lifetime experience of getting dragged out by a banana. Maybe not once in a lifetime.
But under the lights, though. It's happening under the lights.
There you go, there you go.
It could be at home.
Yeah, that's when you get frustrated, truly. But we see danger, causing danger on the racetrack. Being able to use that crazy 8, popping the bomb onto the other competitors, and now using that shortcut beautifully. Great work there. You have the dry bones trying to work their way up. And remember, if you're on a lightweight loadout, if you get bumped to the side, you are going off the track.
Yeah, this is one of those maps where you might even see who's to play a heavier role.
Yeah, absolutely. So because you see, there's not a lot of barriers, there's not a lot of protection, as we do see Jaguars popping that air horn for protection from that Firefly.
And that is a good use of that air horn as protection, by the way. We don't see that often enough. If you're taking notes at home, that's when you want to write down.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes down to it, being able to turn defense into offense, we learned that last week, is one of the most important factors of what Mario Kart is, being able to just say, hey, I'm going to wait for my moment to strike rather than trying to force a moment to happen for yourself in this tournament.
And like NFL great Amon Green told us, it's not just Mario Kart where great defense creates offense. That goes for all sports and esports combined.
Absolutely, absolutely. Waiting your moment for strike. That's going to be 13. He's going to be able to work his way up, and that's going to be Aeropostale one more time in first place.
Yeah, getting it done right there with Lawrence coming in third and Jaguars coming in second place.
It actually looked like 13 actually took that turn a little bit too tight, and he got bumped off the side of the bones. And yeah, Shy Guy down there in fourth place on that finish.
If I still had tear ducts, I would shed a tear right now.
But no, they're getting burnt on the racetrack. We do have races on deck, though. Qualifier number 4. We got Immortal, Ankles, Super Dom, Knight, Beans, Cheese!
Hold on, we got beans and cheese?
Beans and cheese.
Yo, can we get bread? I'm just wondering.
Finister, hot sauce, little bit psycho.
Oh, I do want some hot sauce with my beans and cheese, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, there you go, there you go. Randy and Rocky Boy 34, if you heard your name, head up to the back of the arena. Well, just go to the back of the arena.
Go to the back of the arena, say, hi, Mike, I'm in the back of the arena. This is where they told me to go. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Yep, you're gonna get lined up there. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. But if you heard your name, please get lined up to the back of the arena and get ready to race. That'll be our final qualifier of the night, and it's going to be an interesting one, as we already saw who was on the bubble, but now we're going to be seeing what race we're going to next, and it's the one, the only, I do believe, Bangkok Rush.
I love this map. I absolutely love this map. It's fun for me. I don't know particularly. I can't tell you exactly why. I just enjoy it. You know,
I think this is a really entertaining track. I love the beginning of this track as well, going into the water, and then you have the ending spot where you're literally just bouncing on top of tents over and over and over again. It's really, really fun. I think it's kind of...
Look at that view.
There you go. Beautiful. The colors, the buildings, this part in particular I love. Just look at the water like graphics. It's so gorgeous. How the Switch runs this game, I will never know. I will never know. Especially with how crazy how beautiful this game looks. You know what? 99% of the time. You do have Aeropostale back in double bananas. Don't know if that was the play. You got Zen Master on the screen in 5th place.
I just really love this map. You know what? Sometimes in Mario Kart, it's not nostalgia, it's not this, that, or the other thing. It's just you enjoy the aesthetics of it, and while you're playing it, you just enjoy the feel of the map. For me, this is one of those maps. I know we all have that in Mario Kart.
Absolutely. It really does matter. Like the music, the atmosphere, the graphics, how it feels to race on a track. Surviving, losing one of their 9 lives if they were a cat. My goodness. Getting past the bomb, and now Metal Warrior is going to have another explosion prepared in 12th place. But, oh, what? I don't even know how they were able to survive that one.
Wow, no one got blown up there, huh?
I do not believe it one bit. But Metal Warrior doing a great job being able to space out their items, not just popping them immediately. Great work there. We're going to be here in 12th place. Still, though, got to be able to work their way up going in this 3rd lap. 13, maneuvering around that banana.
Just missed that banana by the hair there. Chinny, chin, chin. Got that golden shroom, which, as we've said, don't know how great that is. I'd rather have triple shroom. But you got to use them with care, one at a time. They do not spam.
Yeah, you do not get anything by hitting those golden mushrooms, regular mushrooms fast as possible, but Aeropostale doesn't have anything to avoid that blue shell, but the shock might have saved them throughout this final moment. No one else is near them, guess what? There is no items to be found, and that's an Aeropostale, another 1st place finish on the final race.
Is that 3? Is that a back-to-back victory?
And Florence is going to be there in 2nd place. Great to see another unknown name coming out against the best competition here in, like you said, the world. And being able to scrape away another 2nd place finish. So that's going to be a huge semifinalist to watch out for.
Well, it's really tight. The competition is heated. And no one is friends out there when they get on the stage. I see everybody beforehand, after talking. Everybody smiles. Everybody's shaking hands and hugging each other and talking about, hey, what'd you do this week? And then they get out on that stage, and it's just game face.
Game face. It's done. As we're going to be seeing what's not done is the highlights from qualifier number 3. As we do got Metal Warrior, unfortunately, going to have to battle their way all the way from the back to the pack. And they definitely did fight for their life there. As we do have them one more time. It's Metal Warrior highlight reel. Going to be able to use that bullet bill to take out 3 different competitors. And then Zuki, don't know how they survived that one.
Oh, very carefully is how they survived that. Aeropostale just really getting it done these last 3 races. No one has been able to keep up.
No, not at all. Racing extremely well. Only missing 1 single race with a 2nd place finish as we do have the scores for qualifier number 3. Aeropostale in 1st place with 57 points, the highest score of the night so far. Zavgo in 2nd with 40. 17-point difference.
17 points.
Crazy
That's
work.
more fingers in toe. No, not exactly.
Crazy work. Florence going to be there in 3rd place with 38 points. Jaguars in 4th with 36. 13 in 5th with 33. J-Fev in 6th with 31. Zen Master in 7th with 29. Wow, that's some close scores there. Danger in 8th with 16. Ghetto in 9th with 13. Unfortunate. Going to... you know what? That's tough.
Lucky
that's
number
tough.
13 tie right there.
There you go. Zuki in 10th with 13 as well, and then Metal Warrior in 11th with 12 points.
Well, you know, Metal Warrior had a real go at it.
He did.
It was not easy for that Warrior on the last maps.
You know what? That's what's being a warrior is all about.
Yeah,
is,
being able to pull yourself up from the Mario bootstraps and get yourself back in there.
Exactly, exactly. But remember, please stick around. You may still have a chance. We might have the on the bubble maybe momentarily, but we will see what's going on. But remember, stick around, get some food, get some drinks. You may have made it into semis, but we actually do have on the bubble. My goodness, production.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at you, production, getting it done. Somebody's earning their payback there.
Oh, I love to see it, but this is on the bubble going into the final qualifier of the night. So if you're on the end of the list, it's looking kind of tough. It's looking a little bit scary.
Danger.
Danger.
Will Robinson, you're in 24th place.
So yeah, we do have another 10 racers, so guess what? You might be battling it out, might have a tiebreaker, who knows? But this is your current top 24 standings. If you're at like 24th points, it's looking rough.
Now, do you think they're using a TI-85 back there to do all these calculations? Does anybody know what that is? Does it?
Definitely.
I heard in my ear, yes, they are using a TI-85.
Definitely, most definitely. Oh, man.
If you know what that is, it's funny. If you don't,
it's done.
Yeah, just move on. I'd say Google it, but don't even bother. Just move on.
Just move on. It's not even worth it. You're already behind. It already went over your head. Oh, man.
It's like a B-1 stealth bomber.
But honestly, really excited to see how this final qualifier is going to go, and I'm really excited to see how these semifinals are going to go, because I talk about it every week. You know what? Qualifiers. Yeah. You know what? You're still earning your spot, but now semifinals, all those competitors earn their spot in those semifinals to race those next 6 races with track picks. So it's really, really interesting to see how the competition changes and how much more difficult it becomes.
And also, when you get over there to the qual, when you get past the quals and you get into the semis over there, you can start to make a difference in the finals by just finishing first.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. It's one of
get a map ban.
Hey,
I mean, come on.
Why not? Why not? You know what? If you don't want to see your track in grand finals, being able to grab first place in semis, that's what you want to do. That's the game plan at the end of the day. But my goodness, it's a battle to do that.
What's that one track we don't want to? Don't say it. What's that one track that we don't want to say? Don't.
Now I'm thinking about it. You already jinxed it. It's already going to happen. Watch, this fourth qualifier, it's going to happen.
It's all right turns, I'm just saying.
It's all the wrong turns, not the right turns. That's the truth.
NASCAR would be so disappointed in that track.
They'd be like, who designed this? No.
Well, it definitely wasn't me, but I want to see that Excite Bike track.
Yes, absolutely. Excite Bike Arena, fantastic. Big boy baby park there. You know what? That's what I like to say. It's just really entertaining, really, really fun. Gives everyone a similar chance to catch back up from the back of the pack. The shortcuts are extremely strong, extremely powerful, but now we are currently going through the randomizer. We are zooming. It is going the last qualifier of the night.
Where it stops, nobody knows.
And we're going to Dragon Driftway. I love this track. One of the most entertaining no-item shortcuts to take in the beginning of the track. You're able to land it. It's so satisfying, in my opinion.
You know what? I'm not against no-item shortcuts.
They take practice. They take work. I mean, you can argue that they weren't, necessarily like supposed to be there, especially this one where I'm like, do you really think they would have thought about someone jumping this gap in a specific way? I do not know, but Ankrill's opting to bag on Dragon Driftway, which is, I consider this like you can like soft bagging where you're kind of just staying in the back a little bit and just grabbing points so that you can race a little bit faster. But it's not a bad choice. Finister, unfortunately, getting absolutely taken away with these mushrooms. They bring them into wall after wall after wall.
You're a ping pong ball.
And that is just brutal. We do have Hot Sauce here. Let's see if he's going to be able to heat up the competition.
Yeah, how hot is that sauce? We're about to find out.
And now going to be able to use those mushrooms through that shortcut. Oh, into a green shell. Smart bouncing down to 8th place.
And falling back into 9th place right now. Not able to catch back up. Hot Sauce, they're fighting for that 8th place right now, but right in front of them, they've got a mushroom, and that's not going to work out well.
Yeah, and honestly, only being at 1 point is
not working.
Not where you want to be, not what you want to do. It's just one of those things where you really got to focus on, hey, where are the points on this map? Where can I grab them? Especially on the second lap, you want to be around 6 or 7 so that you can go after these certain situations, like going wide right here, a little bit psycho. You really want to grab those coins. They help so much more than you realize, and you're not really losing any time. You're already going wide. Might as well get something out of it for going the slower path.
I mean, if you're gonna go the slower path, there needs to be some sort of a benefit to it.
Exactly. That's what I love about these tracks. That's what's really entertaining about it. And then we got Cheese on the screen. Love to see him back. Hasn't been here for eons, but going to be able to hit first place with that red shell. Will it be enough? Honestly, they are so far away. They're going to get bumped to the side and get hit behind that red shell. Tried to wall dodge. Blue shell on the way. Doesn't even matter. Immortal looking bored on the stage.
I mean, literally just looking away like I've been here before. Not a big deal. Super Dom coming in third place. We love to see it.
Rocky Boy in second as well. Great work overall from those competitors, grabbing that podium finish. But that's just the first race. There is 3 more to go and a lot more points to get dispersed.
And all you got to do is finish in the top 3, and you will change the trajectory of your night very, very quickly.
It will. It will. I mean, we saw it time and time again. I mean, B Minutes, who was able to grab that first place on London Loops, brought him right up there into that 4th place finish. I mean, really, if you're able, like I said before, top 6, top 7, you will find yourself into grand or semifinals, not grands, but you know what? You're going to be able to find yourself one step closer, and that's all that matters. It took me eons when I first came here and competed at Speedway. It took me eons to even get into the semifinals. So you know what? It's one of those things where you got to realize it's a learning process. You know what? It's what you got to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, nothing comes easy, and they say it takes 10,000 hours to learn a new skill, right? I think somebody made that up.
Oh, absolutely.
But it definitely takes hours and hours of time put into these 96
I'm pretty sure I got
tracks.
like around 3,000 hours on Mario Kart. All right, don't quote me on that one, but
Man, that's a lot.
yeah, we're getting up there to that 10,000. Right? And some of these competitors.
When do you get good?
I do not know just yet. I'm going to be real with you. It has not happened just yet. So maybe they got a point for the 10,000 hours. Maybe the statistic there is not wrong. But right now it's looking pretty promising.
And speaking of promising, look at this build out right here.
Oh, I love it, the Piranha Plant. But the thing with the Piranha Plant is that the competitive players like using smaller characters so you can see around you easier. That Piranha Plant's head is almost bigger than those Shy Guys that you just ran into. It's one of those things where it makes it a lot more difficult for you to see what's around you, especially if you use the back camera, which once you get accustomed to these tracks, being able to use it, you cannot see what's around you if you have that giant Piranha Plant head in front of you, which is really sad because I wanted to main the Piranha Plant, but unfortunately the head is just too big.
It is a lot of fun to play the Piranha Plant. All right, moving right along, we've got Knight in 6th place right now. They are 25th overall on the standings here as they fall back into 6th place. Boom, shellac lock, boom. We got some lightning on the board.
And that's going to take away the blue shell that Knight was holding on to. But guess what? Thankfully, it was before the item box. And Randy, going to get every item under the sun. Set wild, screened away. So now they're going to be a little bit vulnerable going into this final lap.
How do you feel about that 4x4?
Yeah, it is the 4x4 from the... That is what that is. I couldn't agree with the KART loadout there, but honestly, it brings me back to the good old days. When I used to go to the carnival and ride the 4x4s, they had a whole track set up. But other than that, it's not a great loadout, in my opinion, to use.
No, I agree with you. I mean, you don't see it very often, and that's why I brought it up.
Ankle's going to be able to snipe themselves with the banana, but it's not going to be enough. Gets bumped to the side, brings them down to 3rd.
Oh my gosh, from 1st to 3rd, just like that.
Super Dom
First place.
First place. It's been great to watch Super Dom's progress throughout the weeks that he's been here. Really getting so comfortable on stage. I mean, I remember when you first talked to him, and he it truly was like you can see him like nervous, but now he's just so comfortable grabbing first places against some of the best racers. The growth in just a few weeks has been exponential.
And I got to tell you, one of the great things about coming here each and every single week, besides getting to hang out with you,
thank you.
and do this, is the community here.
It is.
And Super Dom is one of the people. I don't stream that much because I do a lot of esports broadcasting, and I don't
That's
have
enough broadcasting.
It's a lot of broadcasting, but I do stream from time to time, and I got to tell you, not just Super Dom, but a bunch of the other lovely community members here have come into my stream, helped me get wins in Fortnite, helped me get wins in COD,
I love that.
Warzone, and have ingratiated me into the community, and I can't thank them enough for giving me the opportunity to come out here and be part of your Saturday night.
Yeah, that's amazing. And we love to have you here. You bring the hype. You bring the excitement.
He's
It's
lying.
just not even.
He's straight. Yo, that's a
You
straight
got
up
more
lie.
energy than I do. What are you talking about? I'm out here being a, you know,
He's like-
what are you saying?
He's like, I'm waiting for a Saturday when you're not here. I need a break, bro.
Oh, man. But we aren't getting a break from this track that we've seen week after week after week. Mario Circuit 3 is the place we're going to.
Here
and
we are.
it's a fun track, and it's difficult to bag on, but, man, we are back at it again.
And here we are, back and doing all that crazy stuff. At night, they say, no, go forward, please. And we're just going to spam those green shells to try to get them better.
Yeah, it's what you got to do, and I really wonder, does the Lakitu, because they changed how bagging works, right? Right when you pass the item box and go back into it,
It's not as good now,
no,
right?
it's not as good. It will give you really terrible items. But now, if maybe Lakitu is able to reset that if he went too far forward, saying, hey, you're just going the wrong direction, so you're going to be able to grab those powerful items. But Cheese right now battling it out, gets item screened from that double item box, hops their way through that shortcut. Really close call there. Sees a green shot flying across the screen, and two of them, and now going to be able to survive for one more second longer.
Rocky Boy, very lucky to have that star power because, boom, you can't run into those pipes and not ruin your day. But with the star, you can, and they're holding on to that bullet bill. Where's the best place to pop this bad boy?
Honestly, I would say right around here because there is a huge chance of shock, and otherwise we're even going through that final. I wouldn't even say that final ending shortcut would be a great spot, but right there you're going to be able to bring yourself to a good position. Hot Sauce, though, going to get spun around, and that's going to, you know what, it would be kind of funny. Every time you get hit out in Mario Kart, you got to spin your own chair around. Make it what Yoshi is feeling right now.
And it's a red Yoshi at that. Hot Sauce, you know, I mean, red Yoshi is appropriate.
Hey, that's fire. I love the matching names for the cards. It makes it so much fun. But Beans is here in 8th place. I would have gone for the item box there.
Right, I
but
was just thinking.
gonna run out of that gold mushroom, which means they can't take that final ending shortcut. But Super Dom doesn't even need it. Another first place finish.
Buddy. First place right there. So fresh and so clean, getting it done. And look at Ankles coming in 3rd place.
Nice work overall from these competitors. Really consistent top 3 finishes. Not really seeing a change up in the standings just yet. So
if you see my reactions, because the numbers just got posted, you can't see them, but we can, and I can't wait for you to see them.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting going into this final race. It really, really is. And honestly, there's so many competitors who still have a huge chance of making it into semifinals.
Right now. It's so very close.
A very consistent scoring qualifier. It's really interesting.
You have to be consistent here at Super Mario on Saturday Night Speedway, because if you're not consistent, you're going to be last. You're going to be out of the. You're not going to make it to the grand finals. I'll tell you that much.
No, you're not. And the grand finals is where you want to be, because every single person in grand finals gets paid out some money of that $700 prize pool.
A little bit of that do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Oh, Madrid Drive will be the final race of this qualifier, though. Very fun track. I absolutely love it. I think it's extremely entertaining and extremely fun. So we'll see who's going to be able to scrape by and do what they need to, at least to get one step closer to the money.
One step closer, 2 steps back. Let's see if Beans can keep the first part of that true, because you don't want to take those 2 steps back. Looking pretty with those 3 bananas, and one of them just kept them out of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where you do not want to just chuck those bananas out immediately. Hold on to them, use them for defense. They will come in handy. She's going to be able to maneuver themselves into a red shell, but grabs another item box. Possibly goes immediately. I would have hung on to it for a little bit longer, so that you have a little bit more of a chance to maybe dodge if there is a shock immediately at that 30-second point. But now we got the triple reds coming out from Cheese. Going to be able to lose one of them to the boomerang. Finister going to be able to get around the chaos, entering the matrix. They're saying 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, trying to calculate the best way to get around the competition, but no, a star brings them down to 11.
And they are not making their way in the world today right now. It's going to take everything they got. A little bit Psycho making sure that last place has some love.
The Psycho getting bumped to the back of the pack. honestly, struggling a little bit on Madrid, but still, guess what? Now that you're in the back of the pack, what you can do, grab coins, get up to 10, and then grab those power items. You're at 10 coins. Look at this, Super Dominate, 1 coin. You're able to get up to 10. It helps exponentially. You can look it up on YouTube. You can research it. It will show you how much faster you're going than the person beside you with 0 coins. And Super Dom, unfortunately, now they're going to have to do a little bit of point running themselves.
And we're seeing a lot of competitors have trouble with this map, more so than we have all night. I feel like no one's really clear-cut running this map.
No, not at all. If we see Immortal try to back the competition there, that's Cheese right behind him. Going to be in 5th place. There we go. Going to be able to avoid the double back arena by the boomerang. Going to be able to grab an air horn from the item box. Will they be able to utilize it though? Not many people around him right now. Gonna have to pop it for that short cut. No, waits for the red shell. Beautiful move, but guess what? Buy one, get one free on red shells for Cheese. Almost gets backed by that green shell. The smart bounce actually almost landed, but Beans, you're in this top 3 position. Will they be able to do it? Goes up to 2nd on this final lap. Final turn. It is looking like Beans in 2nd. 12 points to them. Ankles in 1st.
Ankles breaking ankles, just switching it up there, a little shake and bake, getting it done. 1st place looking good. Immortal's got a smile on, so we like to see that.
Oh, you know what? Being able to come out here, compete with your friends is always an amazing experience, but my goodness, that point total is looking close.
No, it's so close.
Very unfortunate for
so
people
close
on the bubble because, my goodness, it's a low-scoring qualifier. Usually when you're on the bubble, you're hoping for those for those little bit higher points, but that's going to shift everyone around. But
Have
man,
your anxiety right now because mine is through the roof. I'm seeing all these scores and how close everything is. Because I feel for the competitors, right?
yeah, once you start seeing it and seeing how brutal it is, your heart just sinks with them. As we have the highlights, and we'll see when these competitors' hearts sunk. As we have Hot Sauce, who unfortunately bonk into the smart bounce, really battling it out with these items. Really, Hot Sauce not having a hot time, but Ankle's going to be bumped to the wayside, down to 3rd place. Then Super Dom, guess what? Air horn, bonk, taking a swim, but guess what? In 107-degree weather and a wildfire happening, you got to go in the pool sometime. But Beans rounded us out in that 2nd place finish.
I went on a walk the other day.
And you died.
No, I got to where I was going, and I was going to walk back, and I was like, nope.
Called an Uber.
I live in the desert. It's too darn hot out there.
Oh, man.
But I'd love to see these competitors come into their own week after week. We see new faces. We see old faces. We see old faces becoming new faces because they're getting better and they're getting comfortable. And they're figuring out where they fit into the game, the community, and their place here at the HyperX Saturday Night Speedway.
So true. I couldn't have said it better, but we do have the scores for the final qualifier of the night. Super Dom barely scraping by in 1st place with 45 points, the lowest scoring qualifier of the night. It just shows how competitive it was and how cutthroat the competition was competing. As we got Immortal here in 2nd with 42 points, Ankles in 3rd with 41, Rocky Boy in 4th, tying in actually with 3rd place, and then we got Cheese here in 5th with 33 points, Knight in 6th with 30. To see Knight all the way down there, that's even a shakeup. Beans being able to grab that 2nd place, brought him up to 7th with 30 points. Little bit Psycho in 8th with 19. Hot Sauce in 9th with 18. And then we got Randy there, 10th with 10 points. You know what? Like to see that. And then Finister in 11th with 4 points. And man, we will be seeing our first semifinals very soon.
And I want to talk about Cheese for a hot second.
And here we go, though.
Cheese
honestly,
was not getting any love back there, by the way. That was a hard-fought battle for Cheese to come in 5th.
It was. And you know what? Hasn't been here in eons and still beats out some of the ranked competitors in the arena. But this is your top 24. If you see your name, you're in semifinals. You got 6 more races to go.
Congratulations!
Yo!
You have made it into the semis.
That's where you want to be. One step closer to getting paid out. But if you do see your name, I lied to you. I am sorry. 30 points was the cutoff. For 30-point play. That's what I was saying. This is what qualifier number 4 is what you didn't want to see.
Yes, we talk about it every week, bro.
It's crazy.
I feel like people are like, all right, bro, stop talking, man. We hear it every week. But look at this. There's 4 competitors with 30 points at the end of this, all vying to get into the next semis. That's crazy to me.
It is so close. Knight being a single point, Beans being a single point, Bubs being a single point, King Cool literally on the brink.
16th
It's crazy. 3-point difference for all those competitors. One race doing a little bit different would have cost them a qualifying finish. So honestly, really great work for this top 24. My goodness, this was an absolute battle, especially for that final qualifier.
I mean, it's a back and forth battle. It is a teeter-totter battle to the death, a ping-pong battle for supremacy. I mean, I am so excited. I think I need a moment to myself.
Honestly, truly. And that moment's coming right up right now as we will be back for the semifinals. 6 races, track picks, everything under the sun. You'll be seeing it here. We'll be seeing you soon.
Don't go anywhere.
Champ, the host of Username Taken, here to let you know that we are doing a special giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away an incredible HyperX package. I'm talking about a HyperX hat and shirt. You're gonna walk away with some beautiful headphones, a mouse mat, keyboard, and mouse. This is like around $300 worth of value, and we're giving it away to you. Here's how you can enter. To join, you must first be subscribed to the Username Taken channel. For an additional entry, each video that you comment on and like gives you a new chance to win. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will randomly pick a winner from the comments. The winner gets a HyperX package. The winner will be told in a YouTube comment and must reply within 48 hours. For more details, visit YouTube's contest policies.
Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
When I was really little, I don't know why, but I wanted to be a pastor when I was like a small child.
I wanted to be a celebrity, like by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
These players are playing for a lot of money today.
I'm only here for 2 feet. I don't really care about any other place.
My dad is a gamer.
My dad.
My brother, my grandmother.
My dad's a big gamer, still is. People will either like me or they will hate me, and I think that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna turn around, dance, 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 dance. I just wanna clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, turn around, around.
Saturday Night Speedway. I'm riding my Pidgey. This is Logan, but if you don't know that by now, I would suggest consulting your doctor for short-term memory loss.
Check your pulse.
But we are checking our pulse to see if we're going to be able to survive what's coming up next, which is semifinals #1. And as we saw before, it was a cutthroat competition. It was a battle, and there were so many chances of which some of these competitors wouldn't have been able to make it in semifinals.
Look, it was a hard-fought battle. That was contested from point A to point B and all the points in between.
It was.
And Super Dom came up to me and he's like, "Hey, I'm doing good, right?" And I was like, "You're doing great. Keep it up. I need you to win this." And he was like, "Yeah, all right, I got this." And that's look, when we go to these breaks, everybody comes down and they're so competitive. They're like, am I doing good? And I'm like, yeah, just get the items and use them smart.
That's all you got to do.
You got this.
And we're seeing the wonderful, wonderful people here in the HyperX arena right now being able to get some game time, competing. Guess what? Any game under the sun will be able to run on those computers. And now we're seeing even also wonderful, magnificent people cheering out and supporting their favorite person who's competing in some Mario Kart.
This guy down here poses better than you do, bro.
He does.
He gave us the guns.
He does. I'm telling you, I gotta get some lessons. I gotta get some notes on posing out here. But honestly, it's going to now be 6 races for semifinals. You're able to pick tracks. So we're going to be seeing some of the more favorable competitive tracks. Maybe now that we have a lot of names that we haven't seen before, we're going to be seeing a little bit something new, something different, because you do not know what's going to happen in this one. Pidgey, who is your favorite JJK character? Oh, wait. It's Toji, from the bottom of my heart, ripped my favorite character. But yeah, spoiler alert. But yeah, Toji, one of my favorite all-time characters in JJK. I think he's awesome.
I love how production's like, let's have a side conversation.
Hey, what's going on there? Nah, he is my all-time favorite. I do like Sukuna, the main villain. I'm gonna be real with you. But other than that, it's a wonderful show. If you want to watch some of the best shonen anime, I'm just saying, Jujutsu Kaisen's where it's at. But we're gonna be seeing who's gonna be the best on the racetrack as Logan's lost in this world. I mean, you got the shirt. I mean, you got a samurai. What show was that? I forgot.
Samurai.
Champ. Yeah, Shampoo. Right.
All right. Now here's the thing. I do like anime,
yes,
but I'm old. So
you're old school.
Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
Give me some Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Of this. Vampire Hunter D. Come on, everybody.
I have a friend who does art, and he just gave me a whole a hand painted Cowboy Bebop pictures.
I love Cowboy Bebop.
It's so good. Such a good show.
But here's the problem: is the first 2 anime I ever watched is I watched Ninja Scroll and then I watched Cowboy Bebop, and I thought all anime was going to be that good. It's not.
There's a lot of great shows out there. But no, that was my point of view. Like, literally, since I used to go to, like, Level Up and stuff and only know Naruto and Dragon Ball for years. I went to Level Up for 8 years straight. And, and honestly, I only knew 2 anime because I never thought anything would be as good as Naruto. So I'm on that same boat where I never thought anything would top it in my heart. But guess what? It does. There's some great shows out.
Well, I got a question for you.
Yes.
We've got a question in chat right now. And you know what? You're more qualified to answer it than I am.
We got past qualifiers.
Who is going to win semi number 1?
Ooh, that
chat wants to know.
Good question, man. I mean, honestly, there's so many talented racers. I mean, we knew Jaguars who won last week, Grand Finals, but they really haven't been competing as well as they should be. So the question of the day is who's going to be able to bring it home for this semis. I mean, I always like to put my money towards, I mean, we got Super Dom there who are unfortunately going to get fired. I want to put my money on Super Dom. They're playing too well for it to not be something like getting their own map ban. That would be great. But B-Minute's also coming out fresh and they compete extremely well in the qualifier. But what about you? What do you think? What's the brain brewing?
Normally, I want to go against the grain and say exactly the opposite of what you said because it makes for better TV. But guess what? I want to see Super Dom, and I feel like the momentum is in their favor right now.
Yeah.
And each week we've seen them get better and better, and I feel like this week is their coming out party.
Absolutely. It's going to be quite interesting to see as we see Jaguars in 3rd place battling it out in this top 3 spot. But guess what? A blue shell on the way. Ink in the face. Uses the mushroom for the blue shell dodge.
Yo, let's give a round round of applause for that. If you've never seen it live, that's how you get it done.
What a move, especially with the ink on the face,
Yeah.
not being able to see where the bullet bill is, being able to time it perfectly. Amazing work out there by Jaguars. And now Ankle's trying to work their way back up after doing the after you. But guess what? After you means after you into a place. Gonna be able to take this double shortcut into 5th. Got the mushrooms though for the next part. Will they be able to do it? Battling it out. Batter Cookie ends up grabbing first.
And right back to the top of the heap, Batter Cookie was like, yo, I'm gonna need a cookie for this.
You know, I'll actually put my money on to Aerial Apostle, who had the highest qualifying point total.
He did.
57 points. Grabbing 3rd there, but still, I think they're going to be able to do something crazy.
And in their qualifier, they got first place 3 times and 2nd place once. So they absolutely crushed the qualifier. But that was then. This is now.
You know what? And they do have a nice soda there, the Blue Shell drink. So if you want to go check that out, ask one of the waiters here, and they'll be able to brew something up for you. But yeah, maybe that's giving him the power that he needs to outrun these Blue Shells. Who knows? But we're currently getting this.
It's so hard to outrun them.
That's why they have cars.
Yeah, outrunning them doesn't necessarily work, but you can item them out.
I would love to see a sprint race Mario Kart. That's all I'm saying.
Would that be fun?
that would be a fun game. But you know what? What's not fun is seeing Mario Circuit 3 for the 80th time in the past 2 weeks. But
can we get a Mario Circuit 2, please? Can anybody Mario Circuit 2? I'll take 4,
5.
Oh, give me 1. I don't know.
It's tough out here. It is not a fun time.
This ain't Candyland, kids.
It is not. Candyland is a lot more aesthetically pleasing in my books. But like I said, you know what? Some people know how to run these tracks, know how to bag them, and know what they need to do.
It's a cool track at the end of the day.
It is. It's very, very fun. I love to see it, but you know what? At the end of the day, I always wonder with the person who picked the track, did it work out for them? As Batter Cookie going to go back to bag and wait for the rest of the competition.
That just it blows my mind every time I see it. I don't
the
know
confidence you need
that's
to
what
do
I'm saying. To be able to be like, no, I'm just going to stop here. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to grab the items I need. I know the shortcuts. I know the best routes, and I will be able to win. Batter Cookie immediately going to pop that full bill. And honestly, it's not a bad decision trying to wait for that shock that Birdo may or may not have. They're going to be able to go through this next item box. And honestly, with not many dodges on the screen right now, you can kind of predict, you know, when the shock's going to happen by watching that mini-map, by seeing who's not in the dodge, who's really vulnerable, and just saying, hey, if I don't see anyone else in the dodge, I'm going to pop my dodge right now. As we see 13, beautiful mushroom usage there through the shortcut into 2nd place.
Making it look easy, 13 right there. Only 3 coins, 4 coins, about to get inked on. They don't need to see. You don't need to see the play.
You already know, right, left, right, left, right, left. You don't need to do that.
We've seen this map 3 times already. You know where you're going.
Exactly. As Jaguars, though, is going back to 2nd place. Avoids the bouncing green, though. That was extremely close. Did not line it up perfectly, though. That was 13 aiming for Jaguars. Throws the green shell forward, throws the red shell forward. Doesn't land, bouncing off the wall. Surprised that it didn't come back to bite him. But they're going to be able to be here in 4th place. Got the fire flower, which they could have just lined it up and hit 3 different competitors. They're just going to wait to take out Aerial Apostle, back him, and Batter Cookie once again grabbing first.
So, with all the confidence in the world, said, I'm just going to, nobody puts Batter Cookie in a corner, but he indeed put himself in a corner and was able to work himself out of a corner and take 1st place.
Absolutely nuts, actually.
I mean, I don't know how to make me shut up any better than what Batter Cookie just did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These competitors know what they're doing. They know how to use these items to their maximum potential, and that's what you got to do at the end of the day. Is saying, hey, I know this track, I know what to do, and I'll win.
Yeah, but I don't care how good I am. I don't know if I could just stop in the middle of a race and go, I got this.
Yeah,
it intrinsically goes against everything that I believe in.
That's fair, and I totally was on the same boat. And sometimes it doesn't work out. You know what? We'll see it time and time again where these competitors may get hit out, go back, and then struggle through the middle of the pack and really just get carted out from these triple items.
We have seen it from other. I don't want to call anybody out, but I believe last week Ankles had some issues with that going.
Yeah, Ankles is known for that one.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I know. I do. I thought we were friends. I get it.
And now we're going to Godzilla's home territory.
Oh,
we're going to Rome.
Let's go. Let's go.
Maybe we'll see him napping a little bit. You know what? Godzilla versus Kong lore there.
Did you see that?
I
The
did.
new one?
I did.
How do you feel about it?
I thought it was really good, but I actually had a headache by the end of the movie trying to be entertained by those human characters. The dialogue was something different. It was crazy. It was just, every character was just a caricature.
Did it make you feel like AI wrote it?
A little bit.
It did, right? It has that feel to it.
Don't want to call anyone out, but my God, that was the most like stereotypical dialogue for an action movie. Granted, the Godzilla and Kong and everything else fights were amazing.
Oh, they were good. Bring out a thesaurus, for the love of God.
Actually, true. You have never spit more facts in your life. Actually, I'm not even lying. When I said I was like, I had a headache because it was so stupid. Of what the characters were saying. I was like, brother, please just go back to the monsters fighting. I'm begging. Please.
You were so much better in Atlanta, bro. You know?
Knight is going to be here in 5th place. Let's see if Rome's going to be generous for them. Sees the triple bananas and pops the blue shell. Shaking his head, knew he messed up. And guess what? Gets an air horn into the red. The frustration is showing.
Yeah, the frustration is palpable. You can see it on his mustache.
Absolutely. His mustache might pop off by the end of the night from pure anger. The blood vessels bopping it off, but we'll see what happens. Knight's going to have to work their way back up. King Cool is keeping it cool after getting hit by that red shell.
But you know what?
Oh my God.
Frustration has to be lining up right now.
Look at the lead Aerial Ponzo has.
Batter Cookie is not anywhere near.
That's crazy. Shot comes out. No one dodges in 3rd. Actually, no, 2nd place did dodge with a star. That's crazy. So that orange Yoshi is most definitely going to catch up to Aerial Ponzo. 8-second to 9-second lead at least. As we're seeing him in star right now. Surnine in 3rd place. Going to be here. Going to have one more turn into the shortcut.
Shortcut.
And then had to use the green, but they didn't. They got caught.
They got caught on the banana.
Oh, that's brutal. But Ariel was able to hold on and have the lead they need to grab 1st place.
Did you? I think you might have called that.
I might have.
I'm not gonna give you that credit.
No, because usually we curse people, but today we help them out.
I think you might have pushed. But give him a little push.
A little bit of a shove. That's all it takes. A little bit of courage.
Get out there and enjoy the world.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with the lead the size that Aerial Postal had, don't even know how it happened. I'm not even joking to you. Like probably a 10-second lead at least against 2nd place. It's truly one of those moments where you're just like, you're thinking you have it in the bag, but then again, if that shock and if there was a blue, he would have been done. That's the thing about this game, and that's what makes it so cool.
Yes.
Is that, hey, even though, in my opinion, even though you have a 10-second lead in 1st, this game will make it so that you can catch up to that 10-second lead.
Well, that was the thing, is a 10-second lead in this game. That just doesn't happen, because the game comes back to bite you in the rear.
Especially
all the time.
All the time. The distance between 1st and last, that influences so much in terms of item pulls. But currently, we are seeing Sunset Wilds one more time, Neo Bowser City. We got LA Labs, but we are going to another Mario Circuit. The excitement radiating from Logan right now is truly something that cannot be contained.
Don't know how I feel about all this Mario Circuit.
It's we should just change this to Mario Circuit Speedway at this point. That's what we're seeing. But
well,
Super Dom,
let's go Super Dom.
Currently struggling in the back of the pack, starting us out. I mean, we'll see what happens. Mario Circuit, very forgiving track, unless you get drilled right off the bat. But other than that, you do have a very strong shortcut at the end of the track, and you're able to have a lot of space to get around situations like that when you have the green shell in front of you. Really beautiful move by Super Dom, being able to slow themselves down and not get drilled out.
And just enough to get it done there. And that's super high IQ we're seeing from Super Dom right there. And those are the things that they've worked on and made better in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we talked about before, the growth from Super Dom has been astronomical. It's been amazing to see that they are able to learn so much about this game in such a short amount of time. I mean, like I said, it took me months to get into semifinals. I just gotta say. But it's really great to see that these players are really still learning new things. Jackie War slowing down for those mushrooms, trying to just grab those points, get up to 10 and hold today. But guess what? You're going back to 7 as Shock comes out.
Well, it's going to be crazy when Super Dom goes back from summer vacation and they go, what did you learn this summer?
Did you do the summer reading
Super
about
Dom's gonna be
Mario Kart?
I I learned about Mario Kart items and backing, and you know what?
Maybe seeing a future winner.
Yeah, got some self-confidence out of the whole deal, you know?
Aeropostale, though, the one, the only, been playing absolutely amazing. Flawless indeed. Being able to pop that mushroom into the item box. Currently holding on for dear life. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Will they pop it? No, they allow him to go right beside him, so they're going to slow down and go the slower route. It really, really is to think about why would they want to do that? Just giving themselves some space. It's not gonna need some space. They do get carded going down to these final few turns. Batter Cookie has the lead of the century, an aerial apostle size lead, which is not going to get trimmed down by a blue shell. No, they're going to be able to just hit the wall and hit the first place finish on race number 4.
And there you go, Batter Cookie. First place, making it look easy, and even slams himself into the wall just to let you know I'm here.
Yeah, just to know, hey.
To let you know I'm here.
You know what? I got to at least slow myself down somehow. If no one's gonna do it to me, I'll do it to myself.
Open up the sliding glass door and let me in.
Exactly. It doesn't get better than that when you have, like, once again, like I talked about, like at least 10-second lead between yourself and second place. It's what you aim for, but that's been the story of this semifinals.
But you know what? The game tends to come back and get you, and it didn't. And I was kind of surprised at that, because when you're sitting that far ahead, that's when the anxiety builds up, because I'm like, oh, this isn't
bad
right.
news bears.
This is bad news. Oh, yeah, not so Raven right now. Yeah, I just broke that out for you.
And you cannot dodge TM as we're going to Twisted Mansion for race number 5.
Let's go. You know what I want? Twisted Metal, the video game.
Honestly, truly. I mean,
I need another.
did you watch the show?
It was great.
It was? I
great.
didn't watch it. I heard actually really, because the trailers didn't look too good, but everyone was saying the show was actually very good. I was shocked.
It's a little corny, but it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what I like. It's not like where you it's corny for a reason, and not like Godzilla where it's like, wow.
Yeah, no, they didn't try to be corny in Godzilla. They're actually trying to be corny in Twisted Metal. But the #1 game, when I ask gamers, what game would you like to see them bring back or bring back or whatever, the #1 game I always hear is Twisted Metal. But they gave us a TV show instead.
There you go. Yeah, that's something.
Sure.
Well, maybe the TV show will grew into a video game, because it is a cult classic sort of a game where it wasn't the most popular, but people loved it. The people who played it, they followed it. They actually admired that game for what it did and for what it was, which is really, really cool in my opinion. I never played it, but I saw the community behind it that are just so passionate about the title.
It's one of the best games ever made. Not just a game.
It's crazy. It's actually a really, really fun game. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It's very, very, even if you want to watch a YouTuber play it, it is so insane.
It's in line with Crazy Taxi.
It is. It really, really is.
One of those games that you're just like, wow, this is fun.
It's the left mainstream Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But what is crazy is Sir 9 trying to taxi their way around the competition. But guess what? Fireflower on the road. That's going to bump him to the side. Red Shell getting back. You got to throw those forward. Sir 9 chilling in.
Talk about going backwards.
My God, the Waluigi, you see him above you, flipping backwards as you drive beside him.
Hey, you don't want to see that.
No, you do not. That is a big nose situation that you're going to get hit in the face with. Super Dom going to be here in 3rd, though. Let's see. Going to have the mushroom for the shortcut coming up.
Let's go,
Dom. Be enough to make it.
Hey, I'm voting for Dom right now, because my horse is crazy.
Yeah, truly. I mean, they've been playing extremely well. At least in qualifiers, but right now in semis, they are getting challenged. Angle's going to get trailed out by that, but, well, not trailed, but, you know, they're going to hit that banana and then trail out another competitor. Shot comes out. They're going to drop all the way down to 7.
That hurts. Bad ankles. Bad ankles.
Yeah, you do not want to get shocked. Thunderstorms are no fun. Getting hit by a shock is no fun. But what is fun, seeing Aeropostale once again in 1st place. Yep. They are playing so well tonight. It's crazy, especially against Jaguars, our last week winner, and Batter Cookie, the 2nd ranked player in the arena. Aeropostale has talked about time and time again, putting out the energy, saying, hey, I want to win an SNS title, and I know they can do it. They've lost it by a single point. But now maybe tonight may be it.
I'm scared to say anything at this point. I don't want to ruin it.
I don't.
I don't want to ruin it.
It's just one of those things you got to talk about, though. You got to be able to put it in the air that will potentially be something special.
Well, look, momentum, they've got it on their side. Right now, gameplay, they're playing better than anybody else.
But we do have semifinals number 2 who's going to have to play it better than everyone else.
And here's a bunch of people who are about to say, I'm better.
There we go. Emery, Taco Cat, Kiro, Immortal, Rocky Boy, Zovgo, Lawrence, Brudude, Cheese, J-Fees, Mr. Bubs, and Beans. And guess what you just did?
What did I do?
You made us think about it, and you made us put it in the air.
No, 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 not
I told you it was coming up.
Bad Mario Kart. Bad Mario Kart.
You
Bad Mario Kart. It's the worst map ever.
You brought it up. I am blaming you. And it's the final race of semifinals number 1-2, and you're banking it all on the most RNG track of the night. Sloppy Gunner gonna be here in 8th place, popping stars, popping item boxes, going into the 3rd lap.
Just throw everything, spam it, it don't matter.
It really don't on this track. You can literally throw a boulder, and that will help you out.
All the things that we talk about week to week about the things that you need to look out for, the things that you need to do with your item, it all goes out the window on this track. This track is just fluff. That's what it is, just fluff.
And honestly, Beam is going to have to use some of that fluff to put them up the leaderboard, currently struggling down the back of the pack. Super Dom going to get shocked, but after the off-road, which is actually kind of huge. We are going to the 6th of 7th lap. The race is almost over already. Spams out the red shells, and then we got Mr. Scooty with the Piranha Plant bumping the wall, but getting rid of the green shell that just bounced right beside him. The Piranha Plant looking out for him. Mr. Scooty in 5th place, avoids the red, avoids the green, avoids the blue, every color under the sun, uses the busters for the shortcut, ends in 4th place.
I mean, up, down, all around. They were in 1st place, last place. They finished in 4th place. Sure, why not? That map is willy-nilly. There's nothing about that map I like.
No, it's not a fun time to race on. It's not a fun time to watch. What is good about that track? It's over fast.
Yes,
that's what it is.
You know what? It is. It's over quickly, which we like. It's just all right turns. It's the exact opposite in NASCAR, and I don't know if I can. I feel like out of all the maps, there's no actual rhyme or reason there. It's just have at it. It's pure chaos.
Absolutely.
There's no skill involved in that map.
No, there is not. But you know what? We do have some highlight of skills with Jaguars being able to dodge the blue with ink on the face. Batter Cookie having a half a lap lead. I swear to you, absolute menace on this racetrack. We're going to be seeing now Sir 9 gonna, oh, bonk, there goes Waluigi right to the back of the pack after getting backed by a red. What an absolute brutal competition that was for semifinals, and we'll have those scores up for you momentarily.
Yeah, just wait. They'll be here momentarily. Somebody's back there with a TI-85 making it happen right
There you go. There you go. That's all you need to know is that the math is being brewed.
The math is being brewed. It's time to make the math.
It's time.
That could have gone wrong. All right, so here we go. I see some math.
Oh, and some math is up there and some brutal finishes too. Oh my God. Batter Cookie in 1st with 66 points. Gonna be able to grab that track ban. Jaguars in 2nd with 54 points. Ankles in 3rd with 49, tying with Knight there. Aeropostale in 5th with 48. Mr. Scooty bringing it all home in 6th place. That final race brought him into Grands, beating out Sir 9 by 2 points and 13 by 4. Super Dom is now out.
It's my fault. No, it's my fault. Dom, I'm sorry.
And B Minutes also, I was rooting for him. I was hoping, but they were also carded in this semifinals. King Cool tying up with them with Sloppy Gunner ranked number 17th in 12th place. An absolute brutal.
Got a question for you.
Semifinals.
All right, Batter Cookie, what map are they going to ban, you think?
I couldn't tell you. Batter Cookie is mysterious because they're probably going to pick. I'll put out a prediction. Sky High Sunday, because that's Emery's favorite track. So I actually think he's probably not going to pick something else, but I think Sky High Sunday.
I would do it just to spite you.
Exactly. They love doing that, especially like talking about like, hey, don't play DK Summit. They play DK Summit, but other than that,
they just do that to make you nuts.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Put you in an early grave, bro.
We can only hope when
Look,
we watch
I don't
that
know what Batter Cookie's ever thinking. I've said this time and time again. Face, you can't tell what's going on behind there. So
all you got to know is that they got the big brains for the big plays for Mario Kart, and it has been shown with how many they've won already. Yeah. But man, I'm really excited to see what track they are going to ban, but I'll lock that in, boom, Sky High Sunday, and see where that's going to go. But we're going to get into semifinals number 2 momentarily, currently getting everyone lined up and on the stage.
Lined up and locked in.
Exactly.
Right? That's what you got to do. Now, you've played and won in this tournament before. Talking about getting locked in, what are some of the things that you would do in preparation to come out here and compete? Are you about to say nothing? You've got that look on your face like you're about to say nothing.
No, I mean, it's one of those things where preparation meets success, right?
Right.
But I was one of those competitors who always believed in knowing the best time to use an item. I lived and died by saying, hey, you don't have to learn the lines. You need to learn the shortcuts. You got to learn those, of course, but you don't have to have the best lines. You don't have to have the best driving skills, but you need to know how to use an item, when to use it, and use that back camera. And using the back camera is one of the things that gave me my first ever Saudi Night Speedway victory. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, you don't need to have the best lines, the best maneuverability, but you have to be aware of what's around you and what you can do to put yourself in a winning position. And we see that with Jackie Wards time and time again. I talk about him because he is Mr. Fundamentals. He doesn't learn all the fancy no-item shortcuts. He just uses his items to help him out the best and win.
And he watches his races. That's the other thing. He goes back and watches his races.
Got the GoPro on and everything.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I mean, if you're going to progress and be really good at something and take yourself really seriously at that, it's important to be able to go back, watch yourself, and learn from your mistakes. One of the things I do as a caster when I get into a new genre of casting, like recently I did NBA 2K, and I had only casted NBA 2K probably for about 45 minutes prior to being hired to do this. Now, I come from ESPN, and at the end of the day, it's basketball. But what do you do? You put in the work, you sit down, you watch, and you take notes, and you put the work in, and then when you get there, you feel like you've come prepared.
Hey, just like you said, Jennifer Lopez, you feel the best when you are the most prepared.
And you can be prepared for anything given the right amount of time and the right work ethic.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. It's all about work ethic and being able to put your best foot forward, because at the end of the day, perfect practice makes perfect opportunities. That's all I'm saying.
John Wooden said that, and John Wooden has more collegiate basketball wins than even, I believe, Gino Auriemma.
Wow.
Nah, it's not true. Gino's got him.
I was about to say.
I just look. Mr. Wooden, I apologize.
He said, I
believe it's 108 at this point, so he's not paying attention.
Nah, I am. It's just one of those things, though, that's really, really cool about Mario Kart, that even when I first started watching this game, because I didn't even know, people all say, I'm like, I didn't even realize that people would take Mario Kart as seriously as they do. But it is one of those esports where it's like, you realize how in-depth this game actually is. It's a racing game at heart, but the mechanics that seem simple on the surface, they can be delved into and utilized in such a magnificent manner.
Well, it's funny. I mean, do you remember the board game Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know in Romania they play that to the death, right?
You're joking.
I am joking.
I was about to say. I was like.
They don't, but imagine if they did. Imagine if we played Mario Kart hey, Nintendo, where are you on sending us our Mario Kart? Where are you on that?
It would be absolute amazing content. Boom, bump us out. Come on. It would be
need some bumper
fire.
cars in my life, right?
We can get some bananas being able to throw in front of us. You know
Real
what?
bananas.
Real bananas. That's what it's all about.
That's a waste of potassium.
I think that would be really, really fun.
Hey, they're like $1.19 on the strip. So, look, whoever has to go on and buy them, that's not cheap bananas.
Nothing on the strip is cheap these days. I hate to break it to you. It is, even for locals. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. We get 3 hours free for parking. That's how much they love us. I am just
by the way, we need to go to break so I can go move my car real quick.
I had to do that when I was competing. I was doing that nonstop.
All right, who's going to win semis too? That's what chat wants to know. I'm not going to say anything because I am just a Bad News Bears totem pole.
Apparently, you know what? We saw what happened with Super Dom, but I want to put my money on to you got to do it. Number one for number one. Emery is in this semifinals. She has been competing extremely well, playing extremely well.
Has she come in anything but first place?
I think that her qualifier wasn't like perfect. She didn't have a perfect qualifier, so
just making sure.
she was struggling a little bit with her semis, but honestly, or with her qualifier. But being able to just show, hey, they still got first and they were still able to compete. I'll put my money on Emery right now for who's gonna win semifinals #1. But tell us in the chat, hey, who are you rooting for in this semifinals? You already saw the names. Saw the name, saw who's competing. Top 6 is what matters the most, as we are already into the first race of semifinals, it looks like.
And people are already getting yard sale down. And guess what, Matt?
Hey, we're going back to DK Mountain.
Love this one because it's not Native Summit.
Yes, I do. And Lawrence, who is actually getting second place non-stop, is really competing extremely well, but unfortunately runs into the Donkey Kong barrel, which had a banana in it. Who would have guessed?
Who would have garnered that guess, huh?
Not me.
I would have bet you $5.
Lawrence going to be able to avoid that full of fail, sliding right beside him. Now going to wait, perhaps the double item box. Great maneuver there in between a banana. Now we got Zabgo on the screen, who competed extremely well in their qualifier, but now got to deal with the ink, got to deal with the mushrooms, and goes for that double item box. Great trade-off there, being able to roll into another 2 items, hits the person in front of him, works up the 4th, and a little bit awkward on that drift, but still was able to make that no-item shortcut.
Well, it's better than dropping off the face of the map, so you know what, it would have gone a lot more pear-shaped than it actually did, as Taco Cat is in 6th place right now, using those shrooms to their benefit, and it's going to be able to use that shortcut right there and burn that last shroom.
There you go. You know what? Like I talked about before, especially in semifinals, if you're able to actually get top 6 overall in every race, you will be good to go. It's all about consistency. If you grab 4th every single race, you are going to make it into grand finals and get paid out. Because guess what? Top 12 gets paid out tonight. Every single person who makes it into grand is in the money, and then you got to work your way up from being in the money. But right now, Immortal going to be able to go down to the final turn. No item shortcut, no item for the shortcut, and no speed for it either. As Immortal now has to outrun the blue shell, which is going to catch right up to him. Boom goes the dynamite, and guess what? That's going to be a squish into a 4th, into a 5th, into a red, and that's going to be Emery in second place. Florence in 3rd. Rocky Boy in 1st.
Wow, look at Rocky Boy getting it done. Look at that. Look at that. That is pure bliss. Excitement.
And it's just a relief being, oh,
take a deep breath. You got this.
15 points to start us out. That's where you want to be. That's a nice little cushion, but it can go away in an instant with 6 races to be had, 5 more to go.
Oh, man. I mean, 5 more, anything can happen.
Truly.
Seriously, we've got 5 races, so you know what? Don't give up. Grab yourself by the bootstraps and get that stick-to-itiveness going, and get back up on that Mario Kart and do it once again.
Yeah, I mean, 5 races, that's a lot of points to be had.
Anything can happen on any given Saturday.
Absolutely. I mean, if you really do think about it, I mean, there's so many points to be secured, and as you've seen before with the cutoff being around that 39-point total, that's where you're aiming for. You got to get up to at least 40 points to potentially make it into grand finals. But we are going to Sky High Sunday. I talked about it. One of Emery's favorite tracks, and you know what? We'll see if she's going to be able to compete in this sweet, sugary goodness.
Yeah, we're going to satisfy your sweet tooth right now, and let's find out if Emery can keep her board alive and show us once again why she's #1 in all of the HyperX arena for Mario.
Well, dude, unfortunately starting out the race on a sugar crash.
Yeah, not well.
No, not at all, but gonna be able to eat some vegetables, some mushrooms, and gonna be able to work their way up and get themselves woken up to get them into that top 6 run. But Kiro gonna be hitting forward. Almost messes up, but was able to grab that that single item box below ramp, and then gets just hit by that boomerang. And everyone's getting hit by boomerangs and fire flowers and other ways. Oh my, Florian's still here in 3rd. My goodness, Florian's really coming out to compete and playing so well and just saying, hey, I'm good with getting top 3 every time.
And threw that red shell into oblivion, and it just found a hole, but a little bit too late.
And now Zabgo being able to use that red shell, takes out a competitor, got those triple shrooms. We know him. We know him. One of the best competitors here in the arena, been with us for so long. And let's see if that consistency, if that veteran status is going to be able to bring them home to a first place finish going into this final few turns of lap number 2.
Well, there is something to be said about the mental game in esports. We don't talk about it nearly enough. And you know what? You get under the bright lights here at the HyperX, and if you haven't been here before, if you are a neophyte to Saturday Night Speedway, you might get caught up in the moment.
Absolutely.
And you could get a little bit of an adrenaline dump.
You know what? It's playing considerably different from being here at the arena and playing at home. When you're playing at home, there's nothing on the line. There's no expectations. You have nothing to lose. But now, today, you're at the arena. You can lose some money. You can lose some points on the arena leaderboard. There is a lot at stake at the end of the day when you come down here.
Yeah, and when you're at home, you look up and on the other side of your monitor, maybe you see your mom bringing chicken nuggets.
Hey, there you go.
But here, you got a full crowd looking at you.
Exactly.
And you know what? Sometimes, man, that can you know, make the hair on your arm stand and give you a little bit of anxiety, which is not good for video gaming.
Immortal grabbing first place, Emery in second, Bradude in third.
And that's all Emery needs to do is keep grabbing those second places.
Absolutely. I mean, that's where you want to be. I talked about it, especially like with Lawrence grabbing that top 3 podium and finish. If you keep doing that, you're in the grand finals immediately. Like even by the 5th race, if you keep getting those, you're good. You're good to go. If you're getting top 3 every game, you're good to go.
You're good to go, and then you're in the money.
In the money.
You've got some money.
Some money.
Yeah, and then go back and say, hi, Mike. Have my money.
That's the way to do it. You know what? Gotta give back when you can.
Yes, exactly, right?
But we have the next race coming up. One random.
Look at that.
And a lot of different tracks, some that we've already seen though, but are we going?
Ducky,
we're going to Yoshi Valley.
All right, that's okay, but I wanted a big rubber ducky in my life.
That's fair. You know what?
I'm just gonna.
You know what? It's a very fun track, but it's difficult to say the least.
There's very difficult.
A lot of karting to be had on that track.
Now, how do you feel about anything with Yoshi on it?
I love it. I love
right?
it. I love it. I think it's very, very entertaining. This track in particular is actually very simple. At the end of the day, you want to just turn left, go on the bridge, it's the fastest route, or you can turn left and go through the tunnel and grab some coins. You have 2 different options. I always go on the bridge. I think it's just worth it. There's so many coins to be had to get up to that 10 points. What really matters the most is we are starting it off on Cheese in 9th place.
Dropping down to 11th place and then back to 12th. Has not been an easy return to the HyperX arena for Cheese right now as they back and grab that double.
Yeah, it really hasn't been, but they were able to qualify by only 3 or by 3 points. So you know what? Let's see if that rush is going to really show. We are on this 3rd race. Lawrence really locked in and focused, got the mushroom and has the shortcut. Boom, up the first.
Nice!
With the triple green.
Oh, and that's how you hold on to those triple greens. And that's why you don't spam stuff. Because without those triple greens right there, they would be in a lot worse position.
A very, very troubling position indeed. You're seeing Bradude right now being able to take that left turn. Did not go through the canyon, which honestly at 4 points on the 2nd lap, you really don't have much to lose. Being able to get yourself back up to 10. But Jay Fettel gonna be here in 4th place. Goes the boomerang.
Oh, gets dropped for his coins. He did have all 10 on him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, thought they were far enough away, but guess what? That air horn explosion radius is not something you want to be a part of, as we do have Zobgo in 6th. Got the triple shroom. Gonna get ghosted, though. They were going for that shortcut, but the boost says, no.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. That's a better one.
Yeah.
Better one. Zobgo still here, gonna be able to grab a single item box blue shell on the way to first as Taco Cat now gonna have to get out of the way. They do not get starred off the track.
If you don't make that bridge, I feel like you're just doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, gets saved by another competitor. That green shell, you saw it on their screen, but another competitor was able to tank it for them. Emery here in 4th place, throws the boomerang forward, lands it, but has a red shell coming their way. But now they're gonna have to slow down. There is a bomb in the path.
She's Emery got one more.
Works their way up to 4th place, uses the red one more time. It's the banana on the road. Kiro grabs first.
Taco Cat coming in 2nd place, and Lawrence in 3rd. That'll leave Emery in 4th, I do believe.
That was a lot happening in a very short amount of time. The bomb, you know what a placement for that bomb too, right in the middle of the road, making third place slow down. Emery taking over, but then guess what? Gets right back to fourth. What a battle to the very finish.
And that's what you like to see here.
It is.
A battle to the very finish, but it was funny because it all happened within the last 5 seconds.
It was.
It was all down to those very last 5 seconds of that map.
That's what I'm saying. Mario Kart, all about the seconds. Every second matters.
Every second counts.
It does.
Right?
And you know what? You want to count yourself up to 10 coins. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
but that's the way
time.
to do it. That's the way to do it. But we are going to the one, the only Athens Dash.
Yeah, we're going not to Rome, but to Athens. Now we're going to Greece.
There you go. You know what? Very, very fun track. The only thing I don't like about it is that the shortcuts in the middle, especially where you're seeing like where those boost panels are, they don't do much. They don't help you catch up at all. It's a shortcut, but it brings you to the same spot you were before. I don't get it.
It's not really a shortcut then.
No, it's not. It's the only thing that you get out of it is being protected by the walls, I guess. But
and you look cool because you can get the shortcut.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? You saw the fake piranha plants in the middle, and you're like, there's something there.
Yeah, I swear there is.
the cardboard is just so unnaturally placed. Why is that there?
If you squint, you can see it.
Jay Bethel, though, going to be able to avoid that green snipe. Going wide, has the mushroom for the shortcut.
Nice.
Beautiful move there as G's now in 5th place. Don't know where they ended up on that last track, but going to be here, going to be battling it out against Mario right beside him.
Nice.
Drags him out with the red into the shroom.
That was huge on G's part, and I love to be looking on him. 9th place, moving up to 8th. He's got those 3 defensive green shells. Let's see if they play him perfectly or just mess him up. All right, there you go. There's one. See, that's why you hold on to him, because somebody just willy-nilly runs into you, and guess what? Now they're having a bad time.
There you go. I talked about it when I was competing too. I'm like, why do so many people not opt to just press the brake button? That's all you got to do. You see the triple greens, press the brake button. You're going to save yourself so much more time by slowing down than getting hit by that triple green.
It takes you 3 seconds to get back up and going again. So you know what? Hitting the brake, not the end of the world.
No, you're going to lose, what, 0.2 seconds rather than 3?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you got to realize 99% of the time to slow down and space yourself out is the way to go as a mortal. Going to cause the buildup on the California freeway right there. We've seen it. We've heard about it. My goodness, now Emery here in 10.
And 9. I'm waiting for her to finish the second.
Oh, I don't know about that with all these triple greens in front of her. Gonna be able to pop these shrooms, get around them, up to 6, up to 5th. What a move! Going to be able to avoid those fire flowers and now jump their way, trick their way into a 4th place finish. Rocky Boy in 1st.
Yo, that's 2 times for Rocky Boy getting it done. Kiro in 2nd place and rounding it out in 3rd
Wow.
place.
Rocky Boy taking this semifinals by storm right now.
We hadn't heard from him before. Now, look at this. Just out of nowhere into the forefront of our minds and our hearts.
Truly, truly an underdog story of the century.
And everybody loves an underdog story, don't they?
Absolutely.
Rudy. Sorry.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, you all see Lord of the Rings. You know who Sean Astin is. Don't act like you don't know who he is.
Oh, man. But we're going to know who is the next track getting picked momentarily as we wait for one more competitor.
And we're almost done with the second qualifier.
We're getting there. It's coming down to it. It's coming down these final few races. So I'm really curious to see how these competitors are doing, how they're holding up.
Don't ask me that, production.
No,
do not.
Do not.
Don't do that.
Oh, no.
Don't do that.
Oh, you're going to have to switch out shirts, aren't you?
It's a really cool looking shirt, okay? I like this Japanimation is pretty cool, but it's not one of the ones I follow that well. I like it. It's a really cool shirt.
No.
And now I have to go.
Now you're one of the people who wear the band T-shirts, and then they ask, "What's your favorite song?" It's a cool shirt. It's all down to me now. So we go to Royal Raceway for the second to last race. He's coming back on the couch, though.
Everybody who I see wears a Ramon shirt or a Misfits shirt, I think the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, you just thought it looked really cool, didn't you? You see everyone else wearing it, and you're like, man, you know what? I want to wear that shirt too.
You trying to tell me this shirt's not cool?
It is cool. It would be cooler if you knew any character's name.
Yeah, I probably should have Googled it. But I want to be honest.
You're talking about research, and you got to research for these moments. Your Jennifer Lopez is not showing today.
You know what? J-Lo would be mad.
Yes, she would. Extremely disappointed. Tiger Cat.
I could have faked it.
You could have.
I could have.
You could have. When you walked up, you could have just Googled something. Like, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I was. You thought I didn't wear. You thought I wore this shirt. No. Come on. But she's gonna be here in 5th place. Mushroom in hand. Sees the green getting trailed. Gonna have to space themselves out. It gets absolutely blasted away. So now they don't have really much to worry about other than their own driving line.
And we've talked about it. This is not necessarily a racing game first, right? Like, at the end of the day, your driving lines, yeah, but this is an F1. It's really more about item management, being able to gauge where you are in the map, and furthermore, where everybody around you is. Like you pointed out, you can tell when the lightning's about to pop. You can tell when some of this stuff is about to go. And all of that comes from the due diligence of playing this game over and over and over again.
Yeah, it really does come down to knowledge and experience and knowing, hey, when this person is this far away, normally shots are going to happen. When you see these people in dodges, you can know, hey, maybe they won't use it yet. You really have to time out your items in the most perfect way. But Rocky Boy is not going to be able to time that turn perfectly. They get exploded down to 11th place. Immortal counter-hopping their way past the boost panels and into a 1st place lead. But that lead can get absolutely annihilated very fast. Checks that back camera. Shows the green shell not going to land. Throws the red shell forward. And honestly, I would have backed it.
I would have backed it too.
But Immortal going to be able to hold on. Got the lines. Got the racing skills. And will grab a 1st place finish. Zomgo in 2nd. Emery in 3rd.
Dropping that banana like it was hot. Coming around that corner. Am I getting chewed up in chat, by the way?
No, absolutely not. Actually, you know what? They're rooting for Blores. We got some Blores love in the chat. PP Platinum. P Platinum, my bad. P Platinum in the chat. And right now we got Kiro there. It's Jordan. Want to shout out twitch.tv/Allied Esports. If you want to talk to us right now on the commentary.
And remember, these videos, they call them VODs. I think the kids call them VODs. You can check them out all week long, because if you miss one week, you miss a lot. Definitely take a moment out of your week to go back and check out Allied Esports on their Twitch channel. You can check out all the past Saturday. Changed my shirt right now. Look at production.
Thank you, production.
All right, who wants to switch shirts with me? I see.
You can buy a whole new merch. Honestly, the merch line that's out in the front right now.
I love the merch here at HyperX.
Actually,
you know why don't I go
beautiful. Truly. You got to switch it out now. The randomizer brings us to Koopa Cave. Whoever had the map pick is actually crying with happiness right now.
I don't know about
that's crazy.
Tears of joy is exactly how I feel about that map.
That's one of those things where you guess what? You wanted Koopa Cape and you got it. You had one chance, but it turned into 2.
Ask and you shall receive twice.
But we got a lot of love for Mr. Dubs in the chat, as well as Lawrence. Got a lot of love from Spencer and Invisible Hover as well in the chat right now. Giving some love to all of their competitors that they're rooting on right now. Beans, though, on the screen going over to Zomgo in 8th. Gonna have a red shell in hand. Gonna wait to use it to make sure that they're able to use it to put themselves forward to the front of the pack.
And this is the last race in this qual.
It is.
In the semi. So now is the time to shine. If you've been in the back of the pack this entire time, get up to the front and say hi, because you need to get involved.
3 competitors and 1 bomb. You're staying high to an explosion that's going to bring you to the back of the pack. Zomgo going to be able to drift their way. Remember, you want to drift off those boost panels. That'll give you a way better line to line you up for that waterfall, and it's so much faster. But Zomgo going to get smart bounce off the side of the wall. Got the boost panel, though.
Got lucky.
Tis they did to get back up to top speed. Cheese now in 9th.
Cheese needs 4 more coins, and he's going to grab a couple. I love it when they use the half-pipe and half-pipe, by the way.
Yeah, you can see it was definitely not made for this game.
No, it wasn't.
They just put it in. They're like, this is a good idea. This won't mess up anything. But
we'll just put this here.
But the camera does not agree with the half-pipes at all. So people are going to be able to use that red. Take over 5th for the time being.
You know what? You would think that if they put those in, that they would make sure that the camera movement didn't get all crazy. But every single time I've ever seen anyone go up one of those half-pipes, man, the camera just goes, I don't know what you're doing.
Honestly, it really doesn't. There's I was not programmed to deal with this much noise, but I'm gonna do my best to hang on as Taco Cat's gonna be here. And now we got Zago in fourth, gonna be able to use those mushrooms through the shortcut, grab an item box, but right now, top two is just battling it out with an astronomical lead. Emery in first place, going to be able to drift their way potentially to their first place victory, and maybe the first time in the semis. Almost falls off the track, but guess what? It's Emery in first.
Getting it done. I scared the bejesus out of me towards the end there.
Immortal grabbing second and Zavgo in third.
I got scared there for her, though. She almost fell off that map, and very, very close. And there we go.
Extremely close indeed.
That's semis are done.
Semis are done. It's all wrapped up. Now we got everyone in the money. Didn't get to see what that point total was looking like just yet, but my goodness, I know it was a battle. Kiro looking a little bit upset as we saw him on the screen.
He popped up real quick, normally with a lot of positivity from Kiro, but saw them pop up real quick and kind of go, nah. I didn't like the look on their face.
I did not either, but only time will tell if that look was frustration or maybe happiness in disguise. We'll see, but we do have the highlights ready from that second semifinals. Let's see what's popping, what went down, what is going on. Is Kiro, the one, the only, gonna get hit by that boomerang. Really had some bad luck getting caught in the way of so many different items. Lawrence, someone who we'd never seen before, being able to just perform so extremely well. Really
Favored
great
in chat
racing
right now. Favored in chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Rocky Boy, though, taking that turn, didn't see the bomb, brought him down to 11th, and then Emery almost.
Oh, man, that just watching it again almost.
Right off the boulder, being able to confirm that first place finish. Immortal there in second. Man.
And we knew she wasn't going to fall because we'd already seen it once. But it's still, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, she got it out of the way in qualifiers. I was hoping it wouldn't happen again, but it almost did on that final race. My goodness. But it's going to be a really interesting grand finals as we do have the scores ready for you guys. Here's your grand finalists rounding us out. Emery in first with 67 points. Immortal in second with 57. Rocky Boy right behind him in 55. Kiro did make it. Don't know why he looks so sad with 52 in fourth place. Taco Cat in fifth with 49 points. And Lawrence in sixth place, beating out Zavgo by 5 points with 47 points. Zavgo in seventh with 42. JP, though, really right behind him in 8th with 34 points. Cheese will end their night there in 9th with 29 points. Beans in 10th with 26. Brudude in 11th with 25. And Mr. Bubs in 12th with 9 points.
Ever since Brudude hasn't switched hats with me, I feel like they've been on the back end of it. I feel like next week, Brudude, you need to wear the Achievement Unlocked hat that
there you go.
And maybe you'll unlock achievements of your own.
There you go. You know what? It's all about the fit. We talk about kart loadouts, but it's also about what you bring to the arena and how fresh you're looking too. I hate to break it to you, but it's one of those things. Now we have our grand finalists all lined up, ready to go, and prepared. We got them all top six. No tiebreakers to be had, no tiebreakers to be found, and I'm excited to see how it's going to go down.
Well, I mean, it's about to go down. We're about to break forth that rhythm in the rhyme. Oh my gosh, we're about to turn your frown upside down because it is almost time for the grand finals right here at Saturday Night Speedway, live at the HyperX Arena inside of the beautiful Luxor Hotel.
We'll be seeing you for grand finals momentarily. Please stick with us. You don't want to miss it. Will someone take down Jack Jaguars? We'll see you soon.
It's your man Austin Champ, the host of Username Taken, a show where we invite a range of creators and gamers to talk about their journeys. From guests like professional gamer MVD and Las Vegas singer Quinn Ayers to the faces of the WNBA, Sid and TP, you'll get to hear about their influences, their process, and the passion they have for their craft. Make sure to check out the full episodes at HyperX Arena on YouTube and Username Taken on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. You won't want to miss it.
a story, but they never tell my side. Never been the kind of guy to stay inside the guidelines. I know I'm the bad guy, I don't gotta ask why. If you try to step to me, it'll be the last time. I got dirt on my name, 6 feet in the ground. I got people in my past try bringing me down. Say I'm losing my mind, I don't wanna be found. Grew up in the shadow, but I know they watching me now.
Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
I wanted to be a celebrity by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
I'm only here for a 2P. I don't really care about any other place.
Can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
Welcome back to Saturday Night Speedway, live from the HyperX Arena right here in the beautiful Luxor Hotel and Casino. I'm Logan Summit, and you're not. And you know what? We like to make our grand finalists feel special. So my man Pidgey is going to bring them out in style. Pidgey, let them know who made the finals.
Hello and welcome in to the moment you've all been waiting for. These competitors have fought it out, battled it out on the racetrack this entire night. And now they're here for a piece of that pie and maybe to win $200. Here are your grand finalists. We got Florence, Mr. Scooty, Taco Cat, Ariel Apostle, Kiro, Knight, Rocky Boy, Ankles, Immortal, Jaguars, Emery, and Batter Cookie. Give them a round of applause, guys.
And those are your grand finalists right here for Saturday Night Speedway. Over like what? There's like so much money being passed around, over $700 passed around, and each of these grand finalists are right now in the money. They're gonna get a little bit of money for coming out here and playing a video game for fun.
Having fun in this tournament right now. So we're currently going down the line. Immortal on the screen. Rocky Boy, the absolute underdog of the century, being able to grab away the first place finishes. Knight, who was on the cutting room floor for these for the semifinals, but also was able to just break it through. And then Kiro, who was absolutely dominant in their semifinals, playing extremely well. And then Ariel Apostle, the one, the only, the GOAT. Absolutely love their shirt, the Mario Kart shirt. Gotta shout it out. I'm gonna be buying one as well.
I need the pants to match, please.
So true. And then we got Taco Cat on the screen, the one, the only, the GOAT of all time, Mr. Scooty, being able to finally make it into grand finals. Honestly, really have improved in such a short time, been playing so insanely, extremely well.
It's a family affair out here with them.
It really, really is. I love it. And then Blorence rounding us all out, the fan favorite in the chat.
Chat is blowing up right now. They're just like Blorence. They're talking about him so much, they didn't even have time to make fun of me.
Yeah, truly. I mean, all the love is going over to Blorence right now. Truly. Really great racer. Been absolutely competing so extremely well. And I'm really excited to see how they're going to be able to take this grand final stress and maybe put that stress into money and put it in their pocket.
You mean they're going to have to go through a stress test?
It was all
tip
right.
your
It was all
waiters and waitresses well.
Don't tip us.
We'll be here back next week, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get. All right, we've got some bands.
I was
Hold
wrong.
on a second. Hold on a second.
We got bands.
They did it.
The 2-track bands are Rainbow Road Wii Edition and DK Summit. Get out of here, Logan.
Somebody owes
they
me
don't
money.
want to say you.
No, somebody owes me money. That's my namesake. Somebody owes me $1.
Yeah.
I'll take $2.
I'll take $2. That's all I want.
Where's my $2?
That's all you want. If you get a check from Nintendo for $2, you'll be happy. You know.
Dude, if I get a check from Nintendo for 2 cents, I'll be happy.
Saying, you know what? No, I'll take it. I'll take whatever you can give me right now.
Any residuals you want to send our way.
Oh, man. You know what? Nintendo making a great games, making what we are playing today, and I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to put out, especially with the new console coming out, hopefully at the end of this year, but only time will tell.
So I don't even have to look at the phone. Marissa doesn't even have to come over to show me the phone. I know that chat is asking right now, who is going to win it all?
Yeah. Oh, that's the question. You know what? I do want to see the 2P. I'm going to be a little bit biased with Jaguars. They were able to win last week pretty substantially. I mean, it did come down to the final race. Literally, race number 8 was a make it or break it situation. They even didn't place well in that final race, but still had enough points and a lead to give themselves the victory that they were looking for. So I'm hoping for the 2P from Jaguars. Who are you rooting for?
Well, I got to go. Look, she's #1 on the board. She's #1 in your hearts. She's #1 in my heart now that she's been here for a couple weeks and I've seen how good she actually is. Emery is going to take it. I'm calling it right now. Batter Cookie is super mad at me. Somebody put a camera on him. I'm sure we're actually getting emotion out of him right now.
Sky High Sunday talking about Emery, one of our favorite tracks.
Yo, she is going to dominate and starts with this track. The momentum will be in her favor.
We'll see what happens on this one. Starting this all out is Batter Cookie in first place. Going to be able to trick their way into the first item box. Oh, that other competitor just slammed into that ice cream cone. But that's going to be, we're going to be seeing a battle between top two right off the bat.
Right off the rip. It's a battle for first place, and that's what we love to see. I like this map a lot, and you know what? As you said before, this is Emery's favorite, one of her favorite maps. I do believe she has a record on this map.
Yeah, I don't know if potentially if she does or not. I just know for a fact that she does enjoy this map a lot from what I've seen on Twitter discussions and stuff like that. But other than that, I could not tell you a quote on that much so far. But Mr. Scooty's going to be here in 9th place, throwing up some greens, trying to cause some chaos on the racetrack. It does land onto 2 competitors. One going off the glider. That is huge.
Wow, that boomerang flying through the air without a care in the world. Just missing Mr. Scooty. Got lucky on that.
Now we got still Mr. Scooty popping out those mushrooms, trying to just work their way up. Still stuck in 8th place. Going over to Florence, the one, the only. Still holding on. Grabs that double item box. Second lap, 7 points. You know what? Great move there, being aware, saying, hey, saw the red shell behind him, popped the star, using that for defense, and now he's going to be able to pop another star, just waiting for that shot to come out. Bullet Bill on the way, going to be able to have one more shroom to their usage, and they are driving extremely well, but will well be enough. Batter Cookie going to get hit by that blue shell shot. No, Florence popped every single dodge, but didn't do it late enough. Batter Cookie now going to have to really race, being so slow. And now Jaguar gets bumped off the track down to 11.
We got ourselves a California-style freeway backup over there.
There you go.
And Jack got bumped right off the rim.
Yeah, not a great thing that happened, especially on this final few sections. Emery just holding on to that banana, making sure that they do not get rented out. Taking these lines extremely tight, but they get lag trailed out. Even though it's land, there is still lag. As Batter Cookie will be able to grab the first place finish of Grand Final.
That is the biggest, Batter Cookie. I get it. I get it.
Rocky Boy coming in second, and rounding us out is Taco Cat in third.
Wow. Batter Cookie just coming back and saying, no. Bro, I heard you talking, and I'm going to need you to be quiet.
There you go. You know what? Everyone is always aiming for that first place competitor, and Batter Cookie is just him. When it comes down to it, he is such a magnificent racer. It was very, very sad to have to see them move away, and then they came back for the summer, and my God, they have came back with a dominant vengeance, truly saying, hey, you missed me, I am here to compete, and I have not rusted away just yet.
He's literally the opposite of John Cena. You can see him.
Oh, hey. But we got the randomizer going. We got some Ribbon Road. We got some Mount Wario. We got some everything under the sun, but we are going back to Athens Dash. There's 96 tracks in this game.
It feels like there's about 12.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously, it feels like there's like a dozen.
You'll get used to that as time goes on. As these competitors, they love their tracks and they love the ones they're comfortable with. Don't want to go too far outside that box because, hey, a little bit scary out there.
It's scary out in the real world, isn't it, kids?
Yeah, and you know what? Emery going to be here in fourth place. Currently just battling it out with those two Illagers in front of it.
Now let's talk about Batter Cookie getting that first place finish there, because right now in the overall rankings for the HyperX Saturday Speedway, number 1 and number 2 are as follows, Emery and then Batter Cookie, respectively. So right now they're literally battling for first and second place within this Saturday Night Speedway, but for all of the Saturday Night Speedways overall, they're neck and tooth and nail or something like that.
I let you suffer.
Yeah, you could have helped me out.
I let you on your own island. I was letting it happen.
That's all right. Tooth and nail is what I was looking for.
Hero.
Battling it out.
There you go. The words are tough until you don't realize how tough it is until you're here under the lights on the couch. Trust me, it's something with just the brain melting. I don't know. Maybe it's how bright the light is that it just removes IQ points from your brain.
One of my friends told me last week that somebody asked him to do some casting, and he goes, yeah, no problem. And then I started doing it, and I thought, oh, there's a problem.
Oh, man. Immortals here in 11th place, going to be able to roll into another double item box. But, man, not really the item set you want in 11th. You're really aiming for that bullet bill. Because all these competitors in front of them also have stars. You're going to be seeing Rocky Boy get item speed, which is really unfortunate going down to it. Going to be able to avoid that bomb in the star. Got those triple shrooms. Got the dream. Got the vision. But will that be enough? Takes the off-road. Trying to catch up. Avoids the fire flower. Would have held on to that final mushroom, but it's fine as Batter Cookie is going to be able to confirm a second place finish. Emery in first.
There you go. The battle for first and second place is neck and neck. That's also what I was trying to say, I think, between Emery and Batter Cookie. Once again, proving that they are the two people to beat in this Saturday Night Speedway. They're not first and second in the overall rankings because Oliver likes to play around with numbers. They're first and second because they belong there.
The math adds up with the consistency, with the placements, with everything under the sun. You have to realize that these competitors, they play the game, they go on the Discord, they play the ranked Mario Kart Discord, they know what they gotta do to win and compete. If you can compete online with Mario Kart, with how laggy it is, you can come here and win.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen it time and time again, especially with players who have traveled all over the world. They have come here and won because they take the knowledge that they learned online and bring it to a land setting, and you can compete. We're going to Ribbon Road.
Oh, Ribbon Road. Let's
Love it.
Let's go. Love some Ribbon Road.
Gonna be able to go back to this one, which is unfortunate, but still very, very fun track.
If there was one we were going to go back to, I'm okay with this.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Ribbon Road, very, very fun track. We're going to be seeing a lot of competitors going for that shortcut, getting bumped off that shortcut.
Those double shortcuts are so very, very hard, and if you miss one, you miss them both.
Yeah, it's truly a battle when it comes down to it, and it's going to be whoever can hang on to those shortcuts the longest. We started off on Jaguars, who got third. the previous race, and now going to be able to drift their way up to first. But guess what? Gets bumped into the toy wind-up, whatever you can call it.
We'll call it a Koopa.
There we go. You know what? I know it's not a Koopa, and now chat's going to yell at us.
It's definitely not Koopa, but that's what we're calling it. Deal with it, all right?
Toy Koopa, indeed, is what it's going to be. Aeropostale here in second place. Going to be able to back the banana, throw the red forward into the double item box. Jaguars not going for the shortcut, rather grabbing some points, trying to work their way up and grab that double item box. Honestly, going wide, not a bad choice, especially on the first lap when there's so much more time to catch back up.
Hey, was this the final map of last week's races?
I don't remember. I know it wasn't. I don't think it was the final one. I don't think so. I do not remember what it was, but I know it probably wasn't Ribbon Road. But Florence going to be here in fifth, playing extremely well. Stuck in the mid-pack right now, though. Great chain of items there, but will it be enough? Yes! Avoids the blue, avoids the red, avoids the bomb! And now they're going to be here in third place, going for the shortcut, lines themselves up, but guess what? There's a star sliding across the map, and that's not one you want to wish on.
No, you cannot wish upon that. The only thing you get from that is disappointment.
Yeah, and you know what? Whenever you wish upon a star, and it's disappointment, it just makes you question things. As Rocky Boy is going to get ghosted. Mushrooms out now to be able to avoid that final fire flower that got back there, and has triple mushrooms once again. Gets it right back at him. Tries to take out the triple greens, but unfortunately, there is the land setting. That's what's the make or break a difference between online and land.
And you know what? Some players have...
Oh, Emery! Gets blue shelled, which caused them to miss the glider. It bounces her forward off the map. Jaguars has to go wide, has a little bit of a lead. Will it be enough? Jaguars grab first.
And able to stay in first because of that defensive red shell. Ankles coming in second place, rounding it out in third. Rocky Boy needed that third place finish to elevate their status.
Wow. Right now, we are currently seeing 29, 29, 24. Kiro.
Not looking happy.
Hands on the head. Smiling though,
smiling. We can tell, wearing a mask, but we can still tell they're smiling, which is good. But I don't want to give anybody a vote of confidence anymore. I'm really ruining people's days over here.
Yeah, it is not going well for whoever is going to get commentated curse next. But man, Ribbon Road being able to grab that Jaguars first place finish, but really unfortunate ending for Emery, who didn't stop far enough away from that glider section, so it just brought her over the top of it, and then Lakitu had to save her, bring her back, and then hopefully they were able to salvage up a little bit of something. But right now, the randomizer is going fourth race, almost halfway done. We are going to the one, the only Waluigi Stadium.
All right. You know what? I like this map. It's fun.
It's fun. It's cool. It really, 1000%, I believe this one comes down to driving lines and how well you know it, because of how slippery it is. Yeah. You are going to be sliding across the track. You're not going to have a good time if you don't know the route to take to keep those tight lines going.
Splish Splash, I was taking a mud bath.
There you go.
All about a Saturday night, and that's exactly what this map reminds me of. As we get a battle from first right off the bat as Immortal gets kicked back into seventh place.
Yeah, that fireball is something you do not want to run into, because granted it's not going to hurt your race too much, but you lose your coins, especially if you're in the back of the pack. It's going to be a little bit harder to catch up, and on these DLC tracks, there's not as many coins for you to grab. So you're going to be seeing a lot of players trying to salvage any coins that they can grab, and really it does come down to driving lines at the end of the day.
All right, so this is one of those maps where this driving line will really matter, and you need to focus on that a bit, because it is one of those things that you kind of put into the back of your mind in this game. It's not so much the lines, it's about the race and the people around you and what they're up to.
Exactly, but right now, this is really a track where you're going to be seeing the person who has practiced it, time trialed it, and is able to grab those 10 coins by being in first and knows those routes are going to take first place. Because other than that middle shortcut, there is not much more you can do in terms of catching up. You also have this route that you can do where, hey, you can take a little bit of a jump there, trick off that boulder, or just get that mini turbo, and it really does speed up, like you're seeing right now, Immortal up to third place. If you're able to do those two strategies perfectly, you will be in a good spot. But Emery now not in a good spot, missing that double item box. And now they're going to be able to work their way up to 6, but that is only because the other competitors getting hit out. So she has a long ways to go on this final lap.
And like you had said, it's so hard to get those coins. I do believe we only got one player on the map right now with 10 coins. So only one person is going as fast as you actually can.
Yeah, and it really does show right now, first and second place, battling it out. Emery got those triple bananas, trailing out the competition, got those triple greens in front of her, but now Immortal here in third, but there is a sizable distance between second and third place as well. So will Immortal be able to chain these items into something good? Will they be able to bring it home? They do. Sees the Piranha Plant being used, so they were able to abuse that and use the red shell. Hits the person with the Piranha Plant, works their way up to second. Kiro is in first. The redemption arc starts now.
And that's the excitement you love to see from Kiro. Immortal coming in second place, and Jaguars rounding out the top 3. Now I got to ask you a question about that map. We know it's muddy and slippery and slidey down there on the bottom. Why don't we see more competitors up on the top?
Oh, yeah, it's just a lot slow. I was like, you mean in top place spots? Because they didn't race well.
No, I mean the upper ramp.
No, honestly, some competitors, it's really one of those things like I talked about, assuming total control, wanting to be safe, but it is so significantly slower to go on those top paths where it's really not worth it at the end of the day, especially with how wide the track is. And the only time you're going to be able to do it is in that middle section. And at the end of the day, you want to take those half pipes, do those little baby jumps off the half pipes. And as you saw with Immortal, he caught up so much insanely faster just because of that. He wouldn't have been able to do that.
Good items too.
Exactly. You got the item boxes, you have the speed, you get those bursts of speed, which allow you to catch up a little bit easier. But we are going to the one, the only.
We've seen it once before.
Yes, we have. And it's the underwater track of the century, Piranha Plant Cove.
It's a lot of fun. Hey, ride that fish.
It is. It's one of those things where all the underwater sections on this track is really, really fun. You can float your way across and skip sections, and it's very, very fun to watch as we're going to be seeing a lot of talent when it comes down to it. Another track where running in first is very, very necessary.
Yes.
Not many shortcuts, not much off-road. You can only use the off-road when you're floating in the water. But we're going to be seeing that right now with Ankles driving that single item box, especially on these this first turn here. You're going to be seeing a lot of competitors drift or just slow down, and Ingles proves me wrong here. Maybe we'll see if he gets first. Going to be able to go slow down and go for bagging, grab some points. But normally you saw a lot of competitors just flowing across that off-road, that little shortcut area there. If that's going to help you out a lot as Knight going to bump the wall a little bit, has those triple bananas, and only turns out 3-1, throws one forward, almost hits themselves, backs the boomerang, and now sees the bomb in front of them. They better be careful. Now top attack going to slow down into the double item box. Chain Areno.
Look at this, the long haul over
there you go. I love it. I don't know, it's just so peaceful.
It is,
like
right?
That underwater section floating your way.
Under this.
Mr. Scooty, though, trying to see where these fire flowers are going. Going to be able to avoid that one, avoid the star, thankfully. That would have been hurting a lot. Going to be able to grab that single line box. Blue shell on the way.
All right, everybody watch out, because that blue shell's coming, and that blue shell does not miss.
It does not miss. And it's going to ring a bell as looks like Emery was able to dodge it with that air horn. Giro got the bullet bill going, shaking his head, something not working out for him. As now they're going to go through that item box and miss it, which is really unfortunate, but still in 5th place. Pretty good spot. Sees the Fireflower behind him, uses the trick into the off-road. Beautiful move there.
It was a great move, and you know what? Really using that drift to their advantage right now, and it's so very important on this map in particular. Being underwater, you need to make every corner count.
Absolutely, and that's what this racing is. I mean, it doesn't work out in real life racing, I'll be real with you. I went to go-karting thinking that, hey, I know Mario Kart, so I know go-karting.
No, you don't?
I took the tightest lines, and that did not help me. But here in Mario Kart, that's what you want to do. You're trying to get around, go through these shortcuts, and it helps out a lot as Emery once again going to have another air horn for this blue shell. Going to be able to go through the off-road, and bang! Boom. First place finish, 15 points. Jaguars in 3rd.
All right, and second place is
Ariel Apostle
with that purple Yoshi. Just looking so pretty up there.
Man, I cannot see where the point total is at right now. I see 48-40 for 2nd and 3rd place. Coming down to it into this next race, man. So I don't know where first is at right now, but
this is the last race.
No, it's not.
No.
8 races, remember. There's a bunch of races.
I thought, you know what? Every time, this is a numbers game, and
a bunch of races are left. Remember, there's a bunch left.
of races. Okay,
yes.
Good.
There you go. Well, that's all you got to worry about.
This grand finals always happens so quick. It feels like it leaves me behind.
These racers are racing so fast where you think it's already over.
Yeah, I know. So fast, I'm back to the future.
There you go. Boom. You know what? Marty McFly over here on the couch. But we're going to be seeing DK Mountain maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, they keep. Have you been noticing that they're picking the same map?
Maybe a little bit. A hunch is telling me that we've maybe seen this track. I thought they banned DK Mountain, guys. What happened? Oh no, that's DK Summit.
Yes. Yeah, DK Summit is the one they banned.
Yeah,
they banned me, bro.
I know.
They banned me.
It's tough.
Sad.
It's tough out here. But DK Mountain, another really fun track to watch. But my goodness, we've seen it 3 times tonight. We'll see who's going to be able to bring it home this time.
I thought it said E to me. It's 6
and 8. You know what's the difference? They're basically the same number.
I mean, well, 6 and 9. Anyways,
there you go. You know what? We got Florence here in 9th place talking about it. We're gonna be having them in a pretty good spot with that red shell. Gonna be able to just hold on for it in defense, take that tight lane, work up the 7th. Beautiful move there into the chain. Now got a mushroom in hand.
Florence is having a little bit of a rough go at it in these finals.
It's a whole different beast from semis to grands.
It's a different mindset.
It is. It really is, because a lot of these races, you're going to get the best of the best of the best. They've all really competed. They've all grinded it out. And it's really, there's a reason why they are in grand finals. It's truly at the end of the day, and everyone who's compete here has said, hey, yeah, there is a reason why grand finals is so tough for so many competitors, because it's just different.
Yeah, you know, getting here is half the battle, and then you gotta close, you know?
Exactly. You gotta close in every single race I talk about it. You're either making money or losing money with every race that you play. So that's, you know what, entering another factor of how these competitors may be stressed, may having that anxiety, and then not really thinking as clearly as they should with the items that they have.
You know what? That's really, didn't really think about it that way. Your anxiety will take you out of the moment and take you out of the game, and it will cause you to make mistakes.
Wow. That bullet bill just absolutely sideswiped that person with the reds. They knew that was going to be bad news bears. As Shock does come out, that's going to see one competitor going off the edge of the track, and that's going to be Jaguars going to be able to take over 2nd place. Knight tries to go for the shortcut, but guess what? Did not realize there was 2 bullet bills also wanting to get by.
Yeah, Knight. Oh, man, that was rough right there, and now they're sitting in last place. But they're holding on to the start, so it's not over yet as we check in on Batter. Getting the triple red shells. Gonna throw one of those bad boys out. Does not find a home.
Was able to wall dodge that one, but does not wall dodge the 2nd one. And that's going to allow Batter Cookie to take over 3rd, and that competitor go off the track. Now another red shell coming their way. Does not even matter. They're going to be able to avoid it. The Donkey Kong barrel saving their life. And now Jaguars bouncing it out with that yellow Yoshi. Every single Yoshi is around Jaguars right now. Has the mushrooms, has the ability. Will they be able to make it? That's going to be Emery in 1st place. Double shock into the red, and a blue shell on the way, but it's so far away, it doesn't even matter.
You can throw the kitchen sink at her at this point. She got the win. Rocky Boy coming into 2nd place. And look at Mr. Scooty finishing in 3rd place.
You know what? Going into the 7th race, we can only assume now that Emery has an extremely substantial lead, as we do have pod number 3 there with 52 points to 48, 2nd and 3rd place. Currently, the race total count is blocking the scores. I would be trying to give it to you guys, but it's on my phone, guys. But we do have Jaguars on the screen right now, looking fresh. Got the GoPro set up, so and honestly, it's looking rough right now, though.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all.
You can't.
I mean, the one last week.
You can catch them all, but you can't win them all.
Have you ever caught them all, though?
No. I was actually doing that with the most, I did want to do that with the most recent. I don't know why. I've never had the desire to ever, catch every Pokemon, but with these new games, there's just something about the exploration where I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Why not just go? I haven't seen this one before. Let me just go catch it. Why not? You know, especially catching gives you XP now, so that's cool. So it gives me a little bit more of an incentive to just say, hey, I don't want to knock you out and leave you for the road. I'm going to take you with me on the road.
Have you ever caught yourself?
Nah, multiple times, yeah.
All right,
but they haven't had Pidgey in the game for a minute, so a little bit biased though, a little bit angry that they haven't been able to bring the boy back into the Pokemon games, but unfortunate. But we're going to Piranha Plant slide to the left.
Only 2
slide
races
to the right.
Only 2 races left.
Yep, only 2 left. 30 points on the board to be had.
Don't leave money. Don't leave money on the table, kids. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You might leave it on the table if you get last place and lose a few spots, because guess what? If you get first, you are skyrocketing yourself in these standings because the scores are so insanely close. Naito, who's really found themselves on the sore end of a stick and really not been competing as well as you've seen them before. Taco Cat's here in 5th place, going to have a mushroom in hand, going to be able to grab that giraffe and get around 2 competitors. Almost made it 3. And now Kira here in 7th.
7th place, getting that big bump up, but lost the place back there, holding on to that shroom for good measure, popping it over here with the shortcut, grabs a red shell, gonna hold on to that for defensive value.
Taco Cat popping the air horn immediately in 10th, misses the item box, which is really, really brutal, especially when it comes down to this track. You want to grab as many items as you can get. Yes, you can actually use the mushroom to boost past the Piranha Plant so you don't get chomped. It's really, really cool little detail there, not being able to be fast enough. Aeropostale. Yeah, there you go. High IQ plays. Aeropostale's here in 9th.
9th, as you called it, shot back to 10th. There's a bullet bill on the way, using that backhammer to make sure that they don't get caught up in their wake.
Yeah, and beautiful move there, realizing, hey, they don't need to chain their item just yet. Wait for the moment to strike, and they're going to be able to pop that star into the shortcut. And Rocky Boy's also here with some triple greens, but goes off to the side. Great awareness there to realize, hey, I'm going to get passed up, and I do not want to get hit by a star. That's the last thing you need, but you get hit by a bullet bill instead. Blue shell on the way.
You trade one for the other, you know,
you really
at
do.
the end of the day.
There's too many items to keep track of for you to say, hey, I'm going to dodge all of them.
We're checking in on Batter Cookie, currently sitting in 5th place with a green shell in a defensive posture. This is not where they want to be.
No, not at all. But with those triple shrooms, they might get to where they want to be. They're going to be able to throw that green shell forward. It does not land. But with triple shrooms and a dream, we got Immortal in 1st place. Haven't seen him really a lot. Has the boomerang. Doesn't even matter. Emery skates on by and grabs first again. 3 in a row.
Yo, thank you, Emery. I appreciate you.
My God.
Get it done for me. Trying to make me look good.
Being able to avoid the boomerang, Immortal really, truly missing the opportunity, and now missing 3 points. And Emery 3 times in a row, 1st place finishes.
3rd time's a charm. Way to get it done.
Will it be a 4th time's the charm? Was the question.
Well,
and I honestly think we could probably confirm that Emery's probably got this one in the bag. There was just maybe math is weird. You know,
we're not
maybe
good at it.
We're
That's
not
what
we're here for.
I don't see our abacus out in front of us. Let's not start guessing. Okay?
No, we cannot start guessing. What we're here to do is pronounce your guys' names wrong. That's what we're here to
Seriously,
do and do it well.
It's my entire job, and I take it so very seriously.
So very seriously.
When I get your name wrong, I'm doing it really good.
Yeah, that's what we get paid the bucks for. But we are currently seeing the rotating, the randomizer. Many baths to be found, but we are going to the Olympic playground. Paris.
Let's go to Paris.
You know what? We'll see what's going to happen here today.
What's your favorite Olympic event? Summer Olympic event.
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, I'm a basketball fan at heart, and seeing Team USA just absolutely duking it out every single day.
Steph Curry and LeBron James on the court together.
Like what times do you, like, they actually have to play seriously too. It's not like an all-star event where everyone's just walking their way down the court. Right. Being able to see all these competitors actually have to like play the game together is really, really cool. There's nothing like it in my opinion.
Steph Curry came out the other day and said, playing with LeBron James is exactly what you would think it would be.
Oh, no.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, that's it.
There you go. And I did see that interview, too, where he talked about Klay Thompson and everything and missing him, being like, man, I always think that I'm going to see him at the end of the offseason, but unfortunate here indeed. Oh, but we got some Mario Kart action to catch up to as Taco Cat's going to be here. Weaving around some Fire Flowers, going to be here in 6th place. Sees it in front of him. Aeropostale trying to back Taco Cat, but doesn't land it. Grabs the coin up to 9, and that's going to be an item on.
Yeah, and you gotta be looking out for those item boxes. You cannot miss them. Do not sleep on the double item boxes either. And now, with this map, do you try to go through the center, or are you going around?
If you have a mushroom, you want to go through the center. It's the fastest route, but if you don't have a mushroom, unfortunately, you're going to have to go wide.
You have to, right?
You have to. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that no item shortcut to get through that position, but Batter Cookie going to get shocked right after the item box, which is not really what you want to see, and you don't want to see triple reds behind you right after it. And someone in a star as well. Blue Shell on the way, hitting every competitor in their path. It's going to bring Batter Cookie up to 5th.
And you know what? That's looking good for Batter Cookie as we check in on Taco Cat sitting pretty in 9th. Not where they want to be in this last race, but it's not over until I start warming up my vocal cords.
There you go. As Taco Cat going to be able to work their way up to 8th place. Mushrooms used, and now Rocky Boy sees the triple greens in front of him. Gonna go wide. Rocky Boy has played so well of being aware of where items are and says, hey, I will go wide. I do not care. And that's the thing you got to do is play it safe, wait for your moment to strike, as they are able to grab such a great loadout. But guess what? A boomerang can ruin your race in an instant. Emery once again, top position, could have thrown the green, but just held on to it to the very end. And that might confirm it. Knight brings it home, and Rocky Boy in 3rd.
Out of nowhere and into the
oh my God. Wow. Almost.
Oh boy.
Wow. Way. All right, we'll get those scores to you momentarily, but we saw the point total. We saw the difference, and wow. Wow.
You guys can't do that to me. I'm an old man. I'm an old man. I could have a heart attack.
We're bad at math, but my God. Woo-wee. A Mario Kart slaughter has happened today, and you'll be seeing that momentarily.
Wow. Wow-y.
Wowie is an understatement.
You know what? I'm very rarely without words, but guess what, kids? I ain't got words for this
one. Get it, Wowie and Eve. Got it. But we're going to be, hopefully, going to be seeing who's going to end up where and why. And remember, man, this has been a absolute fantastic battle.
It's been a barn burner today,
really,
right?
Love to see Rocky Boy actually competing so insanely well.
Look at that smile on Rocky Boy's face.
I love it.
He's talking to his friends right now. He's like, yo, dude, did you see that? This is the guy, this is the guy who does the math, by the way. When I speak of Oliver doing math,
this is the guy who made it all happen. You know what? We didn't have a rankings for years, probably, until Oliver was able to make it happen.
And
so thank you.
We love the fact that he does that, although very creepy.
I know. I felt something bump the couch, and I'm like, excuse me? Who is this? Why? But my goodness, I'm excited to see who is what, where, and why, but we already know who won it all.
And that's Marissa. That's Marissa who just popped into frame. Everybody.
That's who you can yell at for the trivia questions. That's all. You know what?
when you hear me call out Oliver's name, Oliver's back there with the hat. And when you hear me call out Marissa's name, that's Marissa. And let's give some love to everybody in the back doing production each and every single week. Look, there's only 2 of us on screen, but for every one of us on camera, there's so many people in the back doing their due diligence to make us look and sound great.
Yeah.
Or as good as we can.
Yeah, I mean, this event wouldn't happen without the production crew and everyone behind it who want to make it happen. Come out to support it. I mean, it's one of the best arenas you'll ever go to and everything else, but we do have the scores. And the winner is Emery by a whopping 32 points. My God. A slaughter on the racetrack. Murder on the dance floor. What have we seen today?
Leave some meat on the bone, for the love of God.
I was honestly expecting the triple-digit victory, but my God, 97 points for Emery. So many first-place finishes, so many podium finishes. Batter Cookie in 2nd with 65. Rocky Boy in 3rd with 62. I mean, look at this.
Emery's playing basketball up there, okay?
Truly.
She's the Chicago Bulls from the 90s. I mean, 90s. Dude, in NBA 2K, if you get over 100, we call it getting tacos. We were close to getting tacos today, my friend.
We were extremely close. Jaguars there in 4th place with 60. I mean, 65, 62, 60. It's so
not
close.
bad.
It's so close, but then Emery was just like, hey, I'll take 1st place every single time. I'm okay with that. And then Ankles tying there in 5th with 56 points. Kiro, 3-way tie for 5th. It's so close together. Taco Cat here in 8th with 53 points. Aeropasto in 9th with 49. Knight in 10th with 47. That 15 points skyrocketed him.
Yeah.
But Blorian's there in 11th with 30. And Mr. Scruty there in 12th with 25 points. My God.
Whew.
Wow.
All right. I need a moment to myself, man. This has just been way
and we know Emery has
exciting.
had many moments to herself being able to just, you know what, take the scenic route in first place and absolutely dominate this Saturday Night Speedway. That's insane.
And what we're seeing right now is that camaraderie that we talked about in the community. They're up on stage. They're all
showing each other their clips, what happened, what was goofy, what was silly.
Making fun of us, probably.
There you go. That's what we're here to do. It just comes with the territory. But that is going to be it for Saturday Night Speedway. Remember, guess what? We got Smash Brothers on Monday. So if you want to play some fighting games, we got so many fighting games on Monday night. Come out, compete, and play with some of the best.
Here?
I actually do want to try my hand. I'm going to be real with you with some Smash Brothers.
1v1?
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? All right.
1v1. Yo, come out Monday.
There you go.
You can watch us 1v1 each other. And let me just tell you, unlike the shirt I'm wearing, I actually know what no, I don't. I don't know.
You don't know. I was
Super Smash
I was actually thinking you did know. All right, well, that'll be a wrap.
I missed that. I was like, I don't know. I was 20-something when it came out.
So you should know it. Come on.
I was too busy doing radio and stuff. All the things the kids don't know about.
Yeah, there you go. But thank you all so much for watching. We're going to have, guess what? Hey, we got.
Thanks for making me look good.
Hey. But we got Smash Brothers on Monday. Friday frags, $1,500 prize pool on Friday nights, every single Friday night. Come out and compete in some Fortnite action. And then every single week we got Saturday Night Speedway, $700 prize pool. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Drive safe, drive wonderfully, and guess what? We'll be seeing you next week.